Spring is going to hit a little different this year because we're all finally starting to get back outside and see friends again. No matter where your adventures take you, bring the comfort and style of Mack Weldon along for the ride. Whether it's their hoodies, polos, tees, or active shorts, everything in the Mack Weldon collection mixes and matches seamlessly to fit in with any other products you have. I'm ready to spring clean my wardrobe and fit in some Mack Weldon's Ace sweatpants or a Vesper polo. Look fresh, feel fresh, get it. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit in everything they make. From working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. And with Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's free loyalty program, you get free shipping for life. Mack Weldon wants you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 862. Doing it live. We've got Smarty, the artist formerly known as John Page, joining us for the first time. Yeah,
way more animated.
Yeah, I left that up because you told me at first that you weren't going to be on camera, so I put this avatar up here, and now you are. So now I moved it.
You were avatared.
Hold on. Okay, Billy, you can't say avatared. Come on. I've got the.
So is it true though? Didn't you say that you did the John Page thing because that was going to be your wrestling name, and then you tried to become a wrestler and it didn't work, so you quit?
Why are you gonna say this right in front of Scott, man?
That's why I'm saying it.
Oh, I tried for a couple weeks to go train, and I realized it was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. So I immediately bitched out.
You have to do what Scott did. Like Scott went about it the right way. He went to training to spite other people who said he didn't have training, so his opinion didn't matter.
Fair. Pretty much, because like I already backyard wrestled and was good, but like the only thing that like other pro wrestlers could say was like, "Oh, you're backyard, you're not trained." I'm like, "Well, I'm not, and I'm better than you, but now I'll also get trained, so you don't even have that now." You got the yarder comments.
It was great. Yeah. That's my favorite story.
I think a lot of times when they get a new crop of new people that are paying to be there, they just try to blow you up to see who can keep coming back.
Cash up front.
Kind of how it works though. Like they just kind of see who's gonna last the longest, and they go, "All right, now we'll actually train you." I assume.
Yeah, and even like
no, it stays bad. They just got to get your conditioning up, and a lot of people don't have their conditioning up. You just get conditioned to take it.
Well, like Undertaker, he was on Joe Rogan. He was telling the story of how he got trained, and it was like, the guy was literally just taking people's money, and then like
he was
one day,
scammer,
and then like one day he just disappeared and stopped showing up.
There was a lot of that in the 80s. And probably still a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's how Vern Gagne trained people, too. Like, he would make it so that you didn't want to come back, and the few people that could come back were the keepers, basically.
Yeah.
Right. And even Ric Flair quit for a minute there because it was too harsh. Yeah, so, also tonight, guys, by the way, we're trying to meet we're trying to get to 50%.
Today marks the 20th anniversary of the greatest Wrestlemania, Wrestlemania X7. Not a single dud on the entire card.
I gotta look that up.
Damn,
I
yeah,
haven't
that was
watched
20
that
years
one
ago today. Jesus.
Yeah, I haven't
Was
watched
that the
since.
one that Shane McMahon did the coast to coast for the first time?
I want to say yes.
That was a great. That was a,
Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up that card really quick.
So we're trying to get to 50.
Let me see what I can do from memory.
We're trying to get to 50% of the goal tonight. So if you guys can start the tip train like we just saw a few people do throughout the show, if we can get to 50%, that'll make it a lot easier for us to meet the goal, on Saturday night. Every little bit helps. So if you can do that, that would be amazing. I have to fix the TTS settings because I think it's still set to $10.
You're gonna do that now, right?
Yes, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. Well, while we're doing that, Scott, I have the X7 card up. Do you want to see if you can get this whole thing based off
I
memory?
absolutely cannot get the whole thing. I can get some. So you got your Austin Rock, you got your Shane Vince, you got your Undertaker Triple H, you've got Angle Benoit. You've
no, you
got,
don't. No, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Who was that second person?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't even know who that is.
I apologize. I apologize. You have
Pegasus
Angle,
Kid.
Steven Richards.
Angle versus himself for the championship.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Angle versus Strangle.
Reverse handicap match.
Angle versus both leg stretch.
What else? You got?
Was that the one with the battle royal for the old?
Yes, it was.
Was it
Who
gimmick
won that
battle
one?
royal or was it?
Who won it?
Was it Iron Sheik?
Iron Sheik because he's the only guy who couldn't get eliminated.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was too
eliminated Hillbilly Jim.
He was too busted to go over the top rope.
Yes. So you have.
Yeah.
Let's see. You have.
What else? There's is
three,
Eddie Guerrero around?
He is. He is on that. He is on that card.
There's a three-way.
Is it a weird match? Is it like Test?
You got it.
Towards the end of Iron Sheik's career, he also had this huge umbilical hernia popping through his belly button. It made it looked like someone stuck like a crystal ball into his belly button. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they called him Boner Belly.
Yeah. I think they did that in Stranglemania, right?
Something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of creepy. Oh, everyone also please like the stream because nobody gets notified that we're streaming. So, like the stream, follow us on all of our socials, join Discord, do whatever you can other than relying on YouTube to help tell you when a show is happening because they don't want you to know. They want you to stop watching us and watch, whatever they're pushing these days.
Charles.
I don't even know what it is these days.
They want everybody to watch James Charles before he gets canceled finally.
Again?
His apology video today, I guess, was highly incriminating. Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know who James Charles is, and I know that there have been several attempts to cancel him. I don't give a shit that much at all, but let's since we're already talking about it, what's the synopsis?
So James Charles is a man in his young 20s, and he just can't stop asking boys under the age of 18 to do stuff on Snapchat.
We should also say
sliding in the DMs.
We should
stop
say
sliding those DMs.
James Charles is a very effeminate man,
gay male.
Yeah, that is like a makeout or a makeup streamer, maybe makeup streamer,
makeout guru, makeup guru, streamer. Both. And James Charles has a great butt. Top quality butt for man or woman. Don't care if you're gay or not. You're going to look at that butt and you're going to say,
interesting.
Cakes.
So what's going on, though?
James Charles wears high heels, though. So
he keeps
I don't
getting.
think that's fair.
That is kind of cheating.
Do heels make it pop? Do heels make the cakes pop?
So, like, is his...
It compresses your calf, and then the calf goes up to the shin bone, and that's connected to the knee bone, and that's the butt.
Is his kink, like, getting straight boys to do stuff with him?
Yeah, he likes to get straight boys, but really, like, if anybody does stuff with a guy...
But really, at the end of the day, really just any child he's happy with, straight or gay.
No, he seems to continually get caught sliding in the DMs of, like, 15, 16-year-old boys, and it's like James Charles.
I think one
that's
was a
not
baby.
Okay. There might have been like who lets a baby Snapchat though?
That's the thing. Babies shouldn't have Snapchat.
I know.
But if you do, I guess Charles is going to hit you up.
I think James Charles tried to slide in Grumpy Cat's DMs. I'm like, that's not even a human.
Grumpy Cat's what, like 10 years old?
Dead.
I think Grumpy Cat's dead.
Grumpy Cat is dead.
Oh, damn.
R.I.P. to a real one, Grumpy Cat.
Just like Vanilla Ham Ham.
Why would you make him sad like that?
Poor Ham. Oh yeah. Anyways, that's just the big talk right now is James Charles put out an apology video, and I guess I haven't seen it, but word is that it's just full of
and accidentally admitted to grooming like 8 more children.
He's just like, hey, I can't help it, and it's like, oh, well, that a problem.
Doesn't sound good.
That's a I have to actually watch it.
He's using the Kevin Spacey defense. Guys, I'm gay.
No. Kevin Spacey's defense.
Not a bad defense.
Kevin Spacey's defense would have worked, but he didn't say, guys, I'm gay. He says, I chose to live my life as a gay man. And they're like, what? You can't choose to be gay? Get out of here. Get out of here. You get out of here.
We're going to do some...
your race, not your sexuality.
We're going to do some news here, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. Here it is. News.
Let's get on.
Oh, no, wrong one. I played the wrong one. My bad.
Or we could do troll or not a troll. That's fine, too.
Was that the April Fool's joke of the day? Did we get trolled?
Ben, you know what? You got me.
Classic.
That was a good one.
My April Fool's joke is that there is no April Fool's joke.
I was going to go to Qdoba today.
It was just going to be every segment is just the wrong intro.
I was going to go to Qdoba today and like have a hidden video of me ordering Qdoba and have someone send it into you.
Like
but then I got lazy.
Then you got lazy?
Yeah.
No.
That was my idea.
Your laziness didn't your laziness didn't start just today.
What do you mean?
Billy,
no, just today.
What a better one would be you do the hit.
It got me so humiliated.
Oh wait.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Yeah, it would have been funny if you had like acted like you got caught in Qdoba.
I walk up to the camera like, turn that off, turn that shit off.
Like have Seth there filming you.
Turn that shit off, and I'd like throw their camera down on the ground.
I would have suggested just you order the Qdoba straight with like the hidden camera, walk outside, right in the trash.
That would have been a good one, yeah. I was thinking of having like a hidden Chipotle bag and be like, nuh-uh, and then just start eating Chipotle and Qdoba. You know me.
Oh, this is a nice bag for me to put my Chipotle in.
Yeah. I just use the Qdoba as toilet paper. Their shredded lettuce feels good against
You don't
my
use
crack.
toilet paper. Stop lying. All right.
Yeah, don't act like you'd be one of them.
Here's Marco Rubio slams the woke corporate hypocrites for protesting Georgia's new voting law. Because they lost Georgia, both the presidential and senatorial election, they've made it harder and harder for people to vote in Georgia now to ensure it won't happen again. It's funny because voting and guns in America, both constitutional rights, one they want as easy as possible to get, the other they want as hard as possible to get. Very
and definitely
strange.
the one that kills people should be the one that's easy.
Right.
Voting does kill people.
People kill people. Billy.
People vote.
So Delta Airlines are business partners with the Chinese Communist Party, the same Chinese Communist Party that is committing genocide against Uyghur Muslims inside of China.
Uyghur Muslims? So do they all wear like Fila jackets? And...
Yo.
Yeah, and like velour tracksuits. They're really cool.
Yeah.
But imagine a Republican who the mental gymnastics they have to do to come out against Muslim genocide.
Yeah. Yes.
It's crazy.
So I look forward to a letter today from their CEO telling everyone that what the Chinese Communist Party is doing with genocide is unacceptable. I look forward to that letter saying that genocide does not reflect the values of Delta Airlines. Of course they're not going to send that letter. Nor is Coca-Cola. Is
there not one Chinese-made product on your person or in your home, Marco?
No, he got rid of his MAGA hat.
He's wearing right now.
Yeah, everything. He shops at Walmart, I'm sure. Or someone shops at Walmart for him. You know, I mean, this is a weak argument. No one in our government can distance themselves from China. None of them.
We tried.
None of them.
Nor is any of these other corporations that are out there proving to the world how woke they are, because they are woke corporate hypocrites. That's what they are.
You're a hypocrite too, man. You like talk shit about Trump, made a small dick joke about him, and then, you know, as soon as he gets elected, you're kissing his ass. And there was a bunch of Republicans that did that.
The bent the knee.
Yep.
Woke corporate
Kiss the
hypocrites, they
ring.
make billions of dollars in a country that doesn't even have elections. They make billions
They
of
do
dollars
have-
working with a country that has no respect for anyone.
They do have elections, by the way, in China. They do have elections, but yes, it's a single party state. It's not too far off from our country, though. Like,
they only have one less party than America.
one less, and like, you know, there are different wings of their one party. You just can't form a new party or run outside of it, but there's different ideas within that one party, kind of like how we have two parties only. They don't let any other parties get in. It's not illegal here to have a third party like it is there, but they do whatever they can from within the system to work out third parties. It's the same thing in so many ways. We rely on Chinese, you know, capitalistic / socialism. It's a weird thing over there in China because, like, it is socialist, like how the government has their hand in all businesses, basically, but they still make profit. Like they handle their affairs in a very capitalist way, where like the workers' rights there are like way diminished and everything, just so that they can pump out their shitty products all over the world.
You might say the perfect system.
There's a reason why the first and third largest businesses in the world are Chinese.
You
They
might
got
say
it.
it's
They
the
got
final solution to having the perfect system.
The vinyl solution?
Not to take away from this article here, but I was just gonna say, I feel weird saying this, but like I'm looking at Rubio here, and I can't help but look at his eyes, and for some reason they're giving me like Marshall Applewhite vibes, which is fitting because the GOP is a fucking death cult. So
First of all, he doesn't look like he's slept in a while. He's got big bags under his eyes.
So
He-
also like Marshall Applewhite.
He also, it looks like one eye is drastically lower than the other too.
Is his head tilted, or does he have?
He's got a
or does he
tiny
have
blister
funk
going
eye?
on.
He got that funk eye.
He got funk eye.
He got that funk eye.
Chill, Rubio.
And they don't say a word about it. But in America, they're prepared to boycott a state and condemn them publicly to show and prove how woke they are. They're hypocrites.
No, they don't want it to be harder to vote. They want, like, how can you
Everybody deserves the right to fucking vote.
Right, and it shouldn't
Making
be
it harder
difficult.
is just going to make it worse for that party.
Look, man, America loves the Olympics. Putting hurdles in front of voters is like an Olympic championship. Let's do it. Throw more hurdles in front of these voters, man.
Complete and total hypocrites.
I just want to let everyone know this stream already has the yellow dollar sign. Lately, they've been doing it like every episode we do. Like, they give us the yellow dollar sign immediately as soon as we start streaming. For a little while there, we were keeping the green all the way through, and there were some I had to dispute after. And a lot of the ones I was getting disputed were getting overturned, but then suddenly, one day, a lot of ones that had already been reviewed once got, like, reviewed again, I guess, which I didn't know they were doing, and they were overturning those. And since they re-overturned a whole bunch of them, now it's like our trust level is like really low. So now we don't get monetized until after the live show is done, which, you know, at least half of our views per video come from the live show.
They're like an abusive stepfather to us.
It's weird. It's weird that they like it gets manually reviewed, and then suddenly one day all of a sudden they're like, "Oh no, actually, never mind."
Why do they beat us?
We're changing all of these back, and we don't think you should be monetized while you're streaming.
You're not my
anymore.
real dad, YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They're
Now,
not your real
the
dad.
yellow dollar sign, does that mean you're being paid by China?
The yellow dollar sign.
Exactly.
The
You
yellow
can
dollar
never escape China, Scott.
The yellow dollar sign means that little to no ads will play on this video because it may violate advertiser-friendly guidelines, and you get one appeal, and someone supposedly manually reviews it, which I don't know how they could possibly do that with all the videos
That's
out
impossible.
there. But someone supposedly manually reviews it, and if they don't find anything, it turns green, and you get all the ads your channel can get on that video. And if it doesn't, it stays yellow and you get almost no ads, or none at all. But I've had it where it's been reviewed and then like a month later they're like, oh, all these videos were actually yellow.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We didn't review them, and we didn't review them even this time. But we're gonna fuck you on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Skynet just decides not advertiser friendly. I don't know. It all really, like, it got really bad almost like right after Trump took office. Like, they really cracked down on this kind of stuff. That's when the first adpocalypse happened.
Was it? I'm trying to just remember, because I remember it really like kicked off when
in like March of 2017 is when like all the channels I was able to view the revenue on all went, like, it was cut down by like 90%. The amount of revenue it was making on AdSense, it just got done. And then they were like, oh, because someone took a screenshot of a Coca-Cola ad on a white
supremacist video.
On a white supremacist video, it got all over, and then some advertisers started pulling their ads, so YouTube had to like react all weird to it. And then now we have this weird system where, like, if they detect anything weird, like if it's your thumbnail, if it's your title, if it's your description, or as you've seen with closed captioning, they can detect most words that you say too. So if it's any word they don't like, if they detect it at all or one too many times, then they hit you with a sanction that, like, and if you violate like the trust of the appeal process too much, they start trusting your videos less and less, and that's why we're at the point where we are now, where we're not monetized until after the video is like the stream is done.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but if I was to offer any piece of advice, I would say stop putting so many swastikas in the descriptions.
I try not to.
One or two, sure, but come on.
You got to do it subtly.
If you want to get the Coca-Cola ad money, then you got to put Fanta in the title.
Perhaps
that was born out of World War II, right?
Perhaps it's just the presence of an Ubermensch, Scott, like you. Maybe just
look. I can't help being an Aryan Superman. You made the choice to have this kind of person on your show, and you have to live with it.
I love that. I love that picture of you on Twitter in the red singlet from that movie, and
from the main event.
Yeah, and I'm like, WWE, a business that exists to source wrestlers and train them, makes a movie and doesn't use one of their own wrestlers, like a lower card wrestler. They pick a guy. Scott. Yeah, they pick you, like a local guy who has wrestling experience but isn't on the WWE payroll.
Yeah, why would they take some guy away from catering?
Watch the show on Brave. Fuck the system.
Hey. Yes,
you know
exactly.
What?
2 guns.
That's
Thank
a
you,
good
Papa.
point, and I have to. I must plug this now. The Brave browser is actually a big thing. Like, I think it's the 3rd most used browser now. It's a way of accruing crypto tokens to support your favorite creators out there on this and many platforms. You can actually give it to people on Twitter, like people who are Brave affiliated on Twitter.
Bless you.
Woo! Someone's got hay fever. Like, you can give it to people on Twitter if you use Twitter through the browser. So here's an example of the browser. If you use the browser, good for you. Click on this triangle. See if you got any bats in there. I only have 25% of one bat at this point, which is worth about 29 cents because bats are worth more than $1 now. But if you have any, please send them our way because bats are worth more than $1 now, and I could really use some bats in my life. If you don't use Brave, download the browser. There's a link in the description to download it using our affiliate
You
link.
got probably like a cache of bats going on right now, I'd assume.
Yeah, I mean, I cashed out a little bit, but I do have some still. So, yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's been hanging. Like, I think it got up to like $1.40 at its highest, which I cashed out before that when I cashed out a few. But I was up there. I was up in there, and I'm hoping, like, it just keeps going to the moon. Everyone like the stream. We're going to take a look at... Border Patrol video shows 2 children dropped over border wall.
Jesus Christ.
Now, if this is a fence, I'm going to be pissed.
It's gonna be a fence.
It's a fence. See, Trump?
Boy.
See how you put these children in danger? Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, that kid is down.
They're not going to drop the other kid on that kid, are they?
I think so.
Oh, come on.
All right, use his body to break your fall.
Use his body to cushion the fall as he
Yeah.
breaks his back.
Are we sure these aren't like mini
he laid it on
Lucha
his
Libre
butt.
wrestlers? Yeah, one time I fell off of the second story of a barn and I
then he
landed on
jumped
my
back.
ass.
So he just left them there?
It's like, fuck you.
All right,
I'm
you
out.
guys figure it out.
They just
Fucking figure it
yeah,
out.
he just ran off. They're like, goodbye, kids.
He was like, I will turn this caravan around. And they're like, oh. It's not for the vigilance of our agents using mobile technology. These 2 tender-age siblings would have been exposed to the harsh elements of desert environment for hours.
Yeah, what was the motivation of dumping them off
What
there?
was the plan?
Yeah.
What was best case scenario?
I think he was hoping they would run off to the U.S.
A
never
recent
to be
surge
seen
of
again,
unaccompanied
but they are
minors
now
crossing
going
the
to
border
be-
has overwhelmed border facilities.
I have a strong feeling they ended up in the facilities, never to be seen
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Now,
Yeah.
What a jackass.
Here's
Go to
the
youtube.com/Kirby watch covers and other shit. Search
Yeah.
Matthew Cricklow.
Matthew
Is that the guy who
Cricklow.
did is that the guy who did the bad guy cover?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, one of our Drunken Idol contestants.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we haven't announced this yet, but the champion of Actual Mania, Casey Tron.
Shut up.
Casey Tron.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, there was a fatal 4-way for the world title. It was Gail, Tila Tequila, Casey Tron, and the newcomer Elizabeth April, which is weird. She got like a sudden title shot. After not even, like, her Actual Mania debut was a world title shot. I don't think that's ever happened.
Can't help
before.
it. Can't help the
Or maybe
fact.
Casey. Well, that's Casey Tron too.
Casey
right?
Tron's debut too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't help the fact that it was Women's Month. We had to have the women's 4-way.
And then the Cringerweight title. Who ended up winning that?
Kayla
won.
retained.
He retained, and yeah, I guess Egghead beat Lucas Werner by like 1 vote.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people say that 1 vote was
Man.
was a spiteful man. A
Colton
spiteful
is
man.
slipping. I'm sorry,
What
I
do
have
you
a
mean?
hot take here. Colton is
That's
slipping.
all I can say.
Watch the throne, Colton.
There was a spiteful. I'm saying Colton signed up for a second account to give himself the win. That's what I'm saying. Colton
It was
signed
like
up for
the- Do you remember when Kurt Angle had his twin brother do the
Eric.
swap out? Yeah, they did the swap out. Swap out with the second account.
I'll tell you
That's
what, Egghead, if this is true, I'm going to tell the anonymous Actual Mania general manager about this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I heard that somebody canceled their OnlyFans foot fetish site immediately before signing up for another Patreon account just to vote. Not saying that Egghead's in defeat and has OnlyFans foot fetish accounts to cancel, but there was a transactional shift from what I was told.
How do I delete a sentence that was just uttered while it was live?
How do I stop having the internet?
Drink copious amounts of liquor.
Here's Matt Gaetz.
Oh, I had Hager in the fridge. Hang on one second. No.
On BreadTube.
Yeah,
the
you can do
BreadTube.
that.
Yeah.
Now we're going
thank
to
you,
have the
Matt.
latest on Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. He's facing an FBI investigation over allegations of a relationship with an underage girl.
I saw pictures of him before he had that haircut that makes him look like a cartoon character.
He's is he doing like an Adam Conover cosplay? What's his move here?
I guess Butthead from Beavis and Butthead tried to pretend he was
Yeah.
Donald Trump Jr. and this happened.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And Republican
Yeah.
leaders now say he could be stripped of his Judiciary Committee seat if the charges are true. Congressional
And that photo,
correspondent
he
Rachel
just looks like, what is it, Trump's son?
He looks.
Yeah, he literally looks like Don Jr.
To me here, he looks like he has a prosthetic face and hair. Like,
that's very cartoonish. That is
Yeah.
highly cartoonish.
Even the
I
suit.
assume that's half CGI.
He looks like somebody David Lynch would hire to play a piece of trash. Like,
Yeah.
like, this
what's
is-
his name from
He looks like
in Twin
he looks like
Peaks?
the scary guy in Mulholland Drive.
And I guess they're calling this Gaetz Gate.
Gaetz Gate.
Gaetz Gate. Which I think this gentleman here, Matthew Gaetz, is a complete optic psyop placed in place to take the name Gaetz Gate before they can make Bill Gates get Gaetz Gate for pushing this vaccine into our bodies.
5G,
This is
5G.
the guy who this is the guy who wore the gas mask on the Congress floor, right?
Was it?
I don't know.
There's a video. I think it's him when the COVID shit was like when they were in the thick of it. I think he wore like an actual like gas mask that just covered his whole face.
He's such a King Kong doucher.
I'm gonna look that up really quick.
He's 100% a King Kong doucher. Like, what are all the allegations against King Kong doucher? And
Rachel Scott
wasn't he at the America First Con or whatever?
The latest.
Yes.
Rachel.
Yes. Yeah, he spoke. He was like the main
he was
politician that spoke at at Nick Fuentes' version of TanaCon.
Yeah, and Spexo was so proud. And now what's happening to his little buddy? What's happening to your
George,
little buddy?
good morning. The political future for Congressman Matt Gaetz really hanging in the balance here as we learn more details about the scope of the investigation. Not only has it been going on for months, we are told that it stretches beyond Florida and that multiple witnesses have already been interviewed.
This
morning, the investigation into whether Congressman Matt Gaetz had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old sending shockwaves through Washington. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy saying,
So are they saying like he actually had like a physical relationship?
That's what they're saying. They're saying
They're
multiple.
saying he's statutory raped a 17-year-old.
Yeah, but there's multiple accusations across different states.
Yeah.
allegations turn out to be true, Gaetz will lose his committee assignments.
Those are serious implications. If it comes out to be true, yes, we would remove him if that was the case. But
his committee assignments, but not from office, right?
I don't know. He look. Let's not be monsters here. Let him keep his job. He just doesn't get the committee anymore. Come on.
Now, as Matt Gaetz says, it's not true, and we don't have any information. So let's get all the information.
But Democrats say more
I
needs to
mean,
be done.
every
Gaetz sits on the
congressman
Judiciary
who fucked a
Committee, which has
17-year-old
congressional
lost his
oversight of.
job?
Yeah, you can't.
We
just...
would have no congressman.
100%.
Cheers.
100%, 100%.
Ben, you should be a singer.
100%.
100%
yes
would actually be 0.01.
Uh-oh.
Democratic
because percent means per 100, so 100 per 100 is 1, but then that per another 100 is 0.01, and that's today's math lesson.
We don't need that big brain shit up in here, preppy boy.
Preppy.
Congressman Ted Lieu tweeting this message to McCarthy. You can't have Gaetz sitting on the congressional committee that has oversight over the department.
Pause. This would be a very different statement if you just slightly misheard the name as something else. You can't have gays sitting on the congressional committee.
That the department that is investigating them. Oof. Dude. I want to know how deep this goes.
I guess we'll see.
Him. Sources say that investigation has been going on for months. It started during the Trump administration. Bill Barr, who was the attorney general then, was.
It started during the Trump administration? This investigation?
So no one said a goddamn thing?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Briefed multiple times. And this morning, we're learning the inquiry into his conduct stretches beyond his home state of Florida, and that federal authorities have already interviewed multiple witnesses. Investigators are looking to see whether Gaetz paid for travel expenses for the teen, but Gaetz denies all of it.
I have not had a relationship with a 17-year-old. That is totally false.
And many still scratching their heads over this now infamous moment on Fox News.
Everything.
Left
Look at
even
him.
host
He's always confused. He's always so
concerned.
confused. Someone tell Tucker what's going on. He doesn't get it.
Both of these guys,
there's like space travel to him.
Both of these guys look like they're trying to guess what the other person ate for breakfast based only on sniffing their farts. Did you have
Carlson confused?
Actually, you and I went to dinner about 2 years ago. Your wife was there, and I brought a friend of mine. You'll remember her. And she was actually threatened by the FBI, told that if she wouldn't cop to the fact
he
that
looks
somehow
he looks so fucking mad.
You and your wife, Tucker?
Play scheme,
and I brought my
she
friend.
Could face trouble.
I don't remember the woman you're speaking of or the context at all, honestly. That was
Tucker's like, dude, FBI's looking at you. I don't remember.
Let's hear what he says
I don't remember
here.
nothing.
This is interesting.
Throwing him under the bus.
Listen to what he says here.
Or the context at all, honestly. That was one of the weirdest interviews I've ever conducted. I don't think that clarified much.
Yeah, and like there was another thing that he brought up. He was like, "Yeah, Tucker, you remember you were accused of some stuff too."
Really?
Remember that? Yeah. yeah. And Tucker's looking at it like, "Really, dude?"
Remember, Tucker? We went family style on two 17-year-olds. Adds up to 34. It's fine.
Wow.
And we're also learning this morning that Gaetz has been reaching out to multiple attorneys seeking representation. He still claims that he is the real victim here of an extortion scheme by a former DOJ official. That person has denied any wrongdoing, and sources tell us that the matter is being looked at separately, George.
Guess we'll know the truth soon. Okay, Rachel, thanks very much.
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep on this Matt Gaetz situation. One, because he looks like a freaking dork cartoon, like loser character. It's so funny. Just looking at him, he
looks really fun.
He's nobody anybody should look up to. And he definitely looks like the type of guy that would get caught bringing 17-year-olds across state lines. That's
yeah.
I can't wait for Discovery Plus to do a show on him.
Gaetz IRL.
Yeah.
Pizza Gaetz.
Pizza Gaetz. Yeah, that's a good
if he was
one.
connected to that too, it would be Pizza Gaetz Gate.
Well, he was a Pizzagate guy. He was like he was all in on it.
He was one of the guys that was contesting the results of the election the day of the Capitol riot.
Of course,
him and Ted Cruz were like two of the main ones.
So this is obviously the deep state trying to ruin a good man, is what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
Yes, that is what's happening. In a second here, we'll have the Streamlabs read, but here's the intro to our next segment. Antagonism. Wow.
I can turn off the goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Are they going to touch me?
Like a slap.
Wow. Bay Area
Man,
gaming.
I would kill to be on a fucking antagonism extravaganza episode. That would just make my day.
Would you
just
love
a
it?
full 2 hours of awful?
I'll tell you what. If we meet this Patreon goal that we're trying to meet, we're going to do a 10-hour super show, and we can make 2 hours of that 10 hours an antagonism extravaganza.
I swore I thought you were about to say, we're doing a 10-hour stream, so we're just going to do a 10-hour antagonism.
Yeah, you're in for it, right?
Going for it.
I mean, we can. It will definitely be a large portion
Just
of
a
it,
gauntlet of awful.
and we're gonna have all these cool guests and stuff too. I'll let Billy read this.
Bay Area of Gaming said, not sure if the message went through due to some lag, but a predator up in Nebraska is facing life in prison for being a Play-Doh, and he's got 6 charges on him, and now he's facing life in prison. The dude got caught by predator poachers on YouTube. Wow. Matthew Krecklau gave us that big love multiple times. Thank you again, Matthew. You guys check him out on YouTube. Search him out. Listen to his covers. Two Guns, No Ammo gave us that big love. Thank you. Thick Soul said, F you tube. Bear of Gaming also said, hey, the Super Chat's down. Just to let y'all know. Well, it got back up. Thank you. Revit Kalinsky says, this us has murdered millions of Muslims in the Middle East. The U.S. See, I can't read things.
Us have.
The us has. Middle East. Yeah, the U.S. has murdered millions. Yeah. Bear of Gaming also said there's a YouTube channel called Predator Poachers, and one of the dudes they caught in Nebraska is facing life in prison. Mike Phone gave us that super chat. This is, does Scoot know if Jacques Rougeau is as big an oddball as people say?
I think he is. I think he's a big weirdo.
He's the Mountie.
Yeah. Chris Xavier gave us big love. Devin Dowse got my first shot of the Moderna vaccine yesterday and just went to my local weed store and picked up some Darbs. Strain is hash plant D. Much love. Cheers. Cheers.
I was contacted today telling me that I am eligible for the vaccine, so I should be getting that.
I got mine
pretty soon.
And I think
mine and my other one's at the end of the month.
2. And there we go.
All right. So before we move on with antagonism, this is the first day of a new month. So our Patreon naturally goes down as they're trying to get all the transactions to go through. So I'm reminding everyone now, we're trying to meet this goal to do the 10-hour super show. All you have to do is participate by becoming a patron. Every little bit helps, and we're trying to reach the goal of 5,500, and we're at 4433 right now. Now, we do have subscribe stars, so it's probably more like 45 or 46 at this point. But we did fall a little bit because like I said, it's a new month. So there's going to be a few, denied transactions that'll have to get straightened out and that sort of thing. Just letting you know, though, sign up now. Also, I'll be making the beginning and ending credits. The deadline for that will be, we'll make it a week from today. We'll make it Thursday the 8th. So you want to get your stuff in if you want to be in the beginning or ending credits. Also, we've got a T-shirt for if you're on the $25 level. If you're on it for 3 months, which helps us meet this goal, you will also get a T-shirt sent directly to you, shipping and handling included, plus all the other cool perks that we offer. So check it out, sign up. Let's get this goal. I know we can do it, guys. I know. And for those of you who are $100 patrons, I'll be in contact with you to schedule you your appearance this month very shortly. Yeah. All right.
Speaking of shirts, is that a Tiger Driver shirt you got on there?
You're goddamn right. It's a Tiger Driver shirt.
Very nice.
It's so comfy.
It's a move I do
hoodie all the time.
Nerds.
All right, so here's Marjorie Taylor Greene, Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. She tweeted, she said, "This is my COVID protection. Hashtag make America healthy again." And it's time to fire Fauci also. She wants Fauci fired.
Now I wanna say my shoulders hurt as soon as I saw this clip.
She does
awful.
She does one of the weirdest pull-ups I've ever seen in my life. Let's check it out. So she does. She drops it like a total chode too.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then look at these pull-ups.
Oh my God!
What is she doing?
Is that exercise?
I don't think this is exercise. She's practicing to turn into a little mermaid. That's a fish.
That's witchcraft. She's doing witch shit.
Yeah.
Let's watch the.
She's doing a vertical fucking worm.
She must.
I'm gonna slow it down.
She must plan on giving Little Nas X a lap dance.
Let's see. We're gonna watch it in slow mo. Wow.
It doesn't even look like a pull-up. It just looks like she's just
it's not a pull-up.
Just like.
she's like, "Hey y'all, I wanna get people talking about me, so I'm gonna lift 50 pounds of weights and drop it like a bad habit, and then have what I call vertical seizure."
To her credit, that is the first woman I've ever seen be able to support her own body weight. So credit where it's due.
Is that her own body weight? It's only what, like 70 pounds, right? I don't know. What's the blue one you think?
Pounds, but that's worth something. Someone made a really good point in the chat here. That looks exactly like the Sam Hyde gym sketch from $1 Million Extreme, and I really hope she finishes her workout by drinking a gallon of milk.
Yeah.
Here's a little more from her.
They want you to be required to have something called a COVID passport, and this would mandate your ability to be able to travel, your ability to be able to go to events, your ability to be able to buy and sell. And I asked the question earlier today, is this something like Biden's mark of the beast? Because that is really disturbing and not good. Oh, if you're going to come into...
Counter question. Isn't this the same lady who said that she believed in Jewish space lasers?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, she said that before she was a congresswoman, but she thought. I think she said the fires were started by the Jewish space lasers.
You have to listen to her words here. She said that Biden's mark of the beast was both disturbing and not good. So think about that.
Yeah, that's true. That's
double. I could deal with just one of those, but both of those together.
Both of those are not.
If it was only disturbing, whatever, let it happen. But disturbing and not good.
What if it's only not good, but not disturbing?
I could live with that.
It's tolerable.
I could live with that.
I can also live with that.
But when you tell me that Biden's new mark of the beast is both disturbing and not good, I perk up and listen.
I thought the mark of the beast was on your phone, though. Remember?
Well, yeah, that's the thing with the mark of the beast.
Wiles.
It's everywhere they want it to be. It's so
I thought
cool.
Mark of the Beast was on a monster can.
MasterCard.
Yeah, MasterCard also was the mark of the beast.
I heard it was a monster can.
A gun registration is mark of the beast too.
Yeah.
Adult cannabis use in New York. Congratulations, New York City.
Good for you. Now you guys can just go to Jersey and buy it and bring it home until they open the stores there, because it'll probably take like a year or so for the stores.
Or you can grow up and start doing coke like an adult.
Oh, they do coke in New York.
Oh, God.
Coke is so easy to get in New York compared to weed. It's great.
This sounds like very much from experience, Billy.
Oh yeah, dude! I know where to go.
Why do you
Washington
think he was
Heights,
in New York City for?
Washington Heights. Get myself a brick of sniffle powder. I'm in, man.
Sniffle powder.
I get that sniffle powder.
Takes an unsettling photo in New York City.
Yeah,
that doesn't look like him.
Your boy gets
Photoshop photo.
It's not photoshopped. I look that good, Scott. Scott, quit lying on my name.
Or the baseball game or the concert, you need your vaccine passport because we're trying to do a good job to keep everyone safe. This is what the Biden administration is trying to talk to these private companies into doing. Well, let's analyze that. You see, it's still the same thing. It's still fascism or communism, whatever you want to call it.
You have to pick one.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is one of the people I've said this before. QAnon, I feel like the QAnon people need to be ejected out of a cannon into the sun.
Here
and
comes
I think
the
she's
sun.
the first one who has to go.
Now,
someone's advocating for genocide.
Satire in Minecraft.
Somebody in our fan chat earlier suggested Marjorie.
Double negative. So now you're back around.
Whoa.
Just in Minecraft.
Minecraft or Mein Kampf? You decide. Somebody in our fan chat earlier said Marjorie Taylor Greene should be an actual Mania. Ben and I were actually talking about that, and we think it should be Marjorie Taylor Greene versus Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And if you guys can think of a better opponent for MTG, let me know. If not, we're going to need you guys to send in your favorite Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
It'll be a bra and panties match.
No, whoa.
I was going to just say Marjorie
It'll be a Law and Order
Tom
match.
Green for custody of the color green.
Oh.
I think you do MTG and Gale. They're like the two sides, the two wholesome and non-wholesome sides of the crazy coin.
That's fair. I like that. I was trying to do it political, but we can go outside of the political realm. I'm also here for Marjorie Taylor Greene, Brian Austin Green, Tom Green, and Lacey Green for a 4-way Green Eggs and Slam matchup.
Oh,
that's good booking. That's really good booking.
Green Eggs and Slam. Oh, I wanted to point this out. Here's Scott in the singlet in that WWE movie.
Looking the fattest I've ever looked.
It's the hair that does it for me.
Yeah.
Does anybody else
a haircut?
Does anybody else want to blow bubbles in Scott's crotch?
I want to watch
Can you
this
see
movie
that?
now.
I just want to layer my face in your crotch and blow bubbles like it was chocolate milk. Is that weird? Is that weird?
Yeah. If you haven't seen the movie, Ben, you haven't seen the movie? It's the best. It's gonna. The Oscars are in less than a month.
Isn't it like a kids movie?
Get on it. You're a kids movie.
Yeah,
wasn't
Avatar a kids movie?
That was a horrible movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of The Last Airbender.
Wow, did I say Last Airbender? I didn't want to get sued. I said Avatar
The
because
Last
I meant
Windbreaker?
Avatar. Wow, Last Airbender. I heard they're going to remake the cartoon series.
So no, I have not seen this movie. I have not.
Oh, it should. It's an important movie.
How big is your role in it?
I would consider myself the co-star.
Yeah. Scott plays the Jack Black to Mrs. The Rock in Jumanji.
Yeah. Also, fun Jack Black wrestling movie related story because they filmed some of Nacho Libre in Vancouver, and a guy, a local wrestler, was like consulting for the wrestling parts of it, and put me forward to be Jack Black's stunt double, which I did not get because I was too tall and not fat enough, which is the first time that's ever happened for me.
Scott lost the job because he was too tall and not fat enough.
So Gaetz did wear the gas mask, by the way. This is Gaetz in the gas mask.
What a turd. What a human turd. You're a human turd, Matt Gaetz.
And then proceeded to possibly get COVID when the whole Rose Garden thing happened.
Amazing. Is that where you got it?
Oh, no.
In the Rose Garden.
If only.
If that's what happened. Trumpster Bob is selling a Silverado.
Ooh.
That's honestly kind of surprising to me. I don't picture him with possessions.
Jesus Christ.
Ben, I've made it very clear. I don't like Bob out of his environment. I don't like him in the out of doors. I'm worried for everyone else.
Allow me to interject here. Man, G-Time Johnny really let himself go.
Yeah. Yep. It's all that dog kicking.
What the fuck is going on in the world, huh?
Oh my God, Bob.
He's down.
He reminds me of God from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I want someone to cut the top of his head off of his bottom and make him talk like that.
If you compare all the shitty things God did in the Bible to all the shitty things Trumpster Bob's done in real life, they're probably on par.
You think so?
Yeah, Trumpster Bob might be God.
God flooded the entire earth and killed everybody except for a very small select group of people.
This fucking man.
I mean, come on.
Right there, all them cool motherfuckers up there. I think it's a 1972 or 74. It's an even number. I can't remember what year.
It's like a 50-year-old truck. A 45 to 50-year-old truck.
Chevy Silverado.
Yeah.
Now,
that
it doesn't
look like
back
a 70s.
there. This shit's fucking rusted like a motherfucker.
Oh, maybe.
So you got to clean the rust off. It got pinpoked right here. Actually, it got backed into the fucking truck. Needs a little work. It's a fixer-upper.
Needs a little work.
It's a fixer-upper.
It's a fixer-upper.
He's got 3.6 million miles on it.
Yeah. It's been to the sun and back.
Trying to get rid of
right
the
now
mileage
with
by
these
running it
bad
in
boys
reverse.
going. Oh, by the way, on the fucking wheels and tires, they don't make
Ferris Bueller.
this size anymore.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
drove
buy
it out
new
of a
wheels and
window.
tires.
Regrettably, I was not in it at the time.
Motherfucker, even though them motherfuckers ate up. Like, the ones back here are good. Need to fucking turn the fucking tires around. They probably drive another 800 miles.
Oh, God, what is this angle?
If you turn those tires around, they'll probably drive another 800 miles.
Bunch of shit in the bed. You want that? It come with the fucking truck. Nobody cares.
If you want all the junk in the back.
Comes with the truck. Nobody cares.
He's kind of selling
Nobody gives a shit. Look at that 8-out fucking
Is the
group.
computer chair come along with it?
But anyway.
I don't know why that just looked like there was a landmine on the ground. I was like, where are you? Dumpster fire.
Got the extended cab to it. See there? Silverado. It's one of the originals. But let me tell you, if we had a battery in here where them cobwebs are at, this 350 starts up with a lot of fucking muscle.
Ah, it's got
Look at
muscle.
how new that motherfucking motor is.
Look at that brand new
You can tell
motor.
it's hardly fucking used from the factory.
Factory fresh, hardly used.
Small 8.
Okay, I'm not very well versed with cars. But that motor doesn't look new.
I mean, the motor looks better than the rest of the car.
It looks better than the car. The battery I just saw looks like it needs to be thrown into the fucking ocean.
Judging on how busted and rusted the rest of the car is, it probably is a new motor. Not new. It probably was used,
It's new relative to the truck. Like,
Yeah,
the truck is 45 years old.
Yeah.
The motor is 35 years old.
Motor was probably used, got put in there later on. It's the shining star of this pile. Other than the truckload full of coolers.
The jewel of the 72 Silverado.
This 350 inside this classic Silverado is the pearl of the oyster. Come down right now.
I just looked this up really quick. The average engine lifespan is about 8 years. So if he's got that thing for 30, it's time to go. It's time to throw that in the ocean as well.
Maybe it's for sale for somebody that wants to fix up a truck. It runs like a bad motherfucking bat out of hell. I heard it. This thing runs.
It runs
as good as any.
How did cobwebs get on the damn battery?
Yeah, start it up and let's see it run.
I was gonna say, how do you know it runs? It hasn't been turned on since the Carter administration.
Yeah, I know it runs. I heard it run. You've been living in this house for less than 6 months. There's no way there's 6 months worth of cobwebs where that battery was. Like it ever had a battery to start it up.
Guy that was just talking to me. This guy that owns the truck, but they don't got a title to it. You got to file for a lost title claim.
Okay, so
it doesn't even have a title.
You were right, Scott. He doesn't own anything. He doesn't own anything.
He doesn't have possession.
It's his roommates.
It's someone else's truck.
It's his roommates, and they
There's
don't have
no
a title. Yeah. But you can file for a lost title as long as the car's got.
You can pay for it if you.
Mr. Bob owns nothing.
They'll help you with that problem. It's not a problem because they're going to help you.
He's trying
with
to
the
sell
problem.
his roommate's car.
It's not a problem. They'll help you with that problem, but it's not a problem because they'll help you
How
with
do you
that
know
problem.
it's not stolen?
Well, if you go to get the title and they say it's stolen, they'll tell you, "Oh, sorry, you can't get the title for this. That car's stolen." That's what they'll say.
And all you got to do is fucking basically kind of clean up this shit with the engine. Put a fucking paint job on the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's all you got to do.
So basically, replace the whole car.
All you got to do is put a couple $1,000s into this truck.
Yeah,
and you'll have a piece of shit.
Is get a different truck and you're set.
Yeah.
Put a new fucking bumper on it, maybe a new front grille. And look at that. You put a repaint job on this bad boy.
On this bad
Not a
boy?
dent in this motherfucker.
Not a dent.
I'm giving you a good deal. You just got to replace the whole car. Drive that shit right into the ocean.
Look at that
money for it.
Make it look good. Put a new bumper on the back. Put a new bumper on.
He's like, do all this stuff to this 50-year-old truck.
The back.
Yeah, I get 6-7 more blocks.
I gotta know the selling point of this. Like, what's the selling price of this?
I am excited.
$1,200.
Can we make guesses here on this?
Well, he already said it, but he did. It's $1,200. But he slips up and says 12,000 a few times, and it's like no one is paying. Yeah,
I bet you the guy wants 400 for it, and Trumpster Bob tacked on 800 using his celebrity to make himself a little cash.
His celebrity.
Yeah.
Big fucking deal. You got your fixer-upper that I know that in Illinois, the Chicago area is going to sell, or anywhere up north where you want a snowplow in front of your fucking vehicle. This fucking truck, if fixed up, is going to sell for $5,000.
No
4,000
If you
minimum.
even tried to use a snowplow on it in like deep snow, I'm talking like northwestern, midwestern snow, the car would fucking explode on impact.
It would fall apart completely.
It just.
And you can buy it down here on the border of Texas and Mexico for $5,000. And you got to fix that. Big fucking deal, right?
Big deal, right? Here's what you got to do. Get this pile of garbage off my property for $1,200, put another $3,000 into it, and then cross your fingers. This will hold up through a snowstorm. That's all you got to do.
And then die in it.
Like, I'd rather just buy at least like a newer used truck. If I, like one that was made like this century, maybe.
If you buy this piece of trash off the lot right now, it's going to cost you $10,000. But Bob's going to hook you up.
It's funny. Before this, I was listening, and don't mind me adding a little plug for the Spotify episodes you have on.
Yes, thank you.
While I was on, which, by the way, if you're a Spotify listener and you hate the advertisements for the fucking Obama Bruce Springsteen podcast that they constantly plug to you,
and Scoot,
I sympathize.
Smarty
But anyway,
is a goddamn guest. Can the whole panel please tell my cat Jacqueline that she is a beautiful girl?
Jacqueline, you are a beautiful girl.
You're a beautiful girl, Jacqueline.
And by the way, thanks, Brian. You got us to 46%, so we've already almost met the 50% that we were trying to make.
Congratulations on the marriage, by the way, Brian. Cheers.
Yeah, congrats.
Was it the cat that you married, or is it someone else?
I happen to know it was not a cat.
It was not a cat.
Sorry, Scott.
And what were you saying, Smarty? You got cut off.
Yeah, no, I was listening to one of the previous episodes where it was something to do with Trumpster Bob. I can't remember, but I remember actually thinking, man, I wouldn't trust Trumpster Bob to sell me a car. And here we are now.
No.
Yeah.
Battery gets
literally
put back.
today.
Yep.
You can just take that shit out, get down there and fix it.
He's like, oh, see that? Yeah, big deal. Just fix it.
Fucking light bulbs are right there.
There should be more shit under the hood. I feel like there's a lot of like empty space in that area of the car where there should be machinery and there isn't.
Yes, start up the car. Let's see it run.
Right fucking there's a light bulb.
He told you, Ben, slap a battery in there.
Not
It's
a
going to
problem.
purr like a cat.
And
Look at
worst
that.
case scenario, if you don't like the car, well, you got a $1,200 coaster for your Keystone Light.
Original seats are still in this bad motherfucking truck.
Man, I wish I could see them.
No fucking dash fuck ups or nothing. There's one little crack right over here. That's it. I think there might be one on the other side, but they're small. You know how easy that is to fix.
Convinced that the door's open.
Wow, he's trying really hard to be a good
The
salesman.
guys that fix that shit for cheap, that's nothing. For a fixer-upper truck, you can't go wrong. The guy's minimum deal bid that he needs is fucking $12,000.
Minimum bid. I love how
$12,000.
He means 1,200, but I love how he's saying. I love how he's saying minimum bid. Like people are gonna show up and be like, "Oh, Bob, I am willing to give 13 right now."
Yeah.
Can
I give you more?
I need this.
You give no more than $49, $99 for it. Okay, yeah, if it was fixed up. There's one other problem you gotta fix. Fucking dent right here. Passenger side in the back, which could be hammered out easy motherfucking peasy.
No, it fucking can't.
You want to talk about you don't even need a motor for a fucking truck? Like the motor sounds like it's just freshly put in, ready to fucking roar down a fucking racetrack. This
sounds like it was just freshly put in. Bob,
like you rich motherfuckers want to be incognito and drive a bad, fast motherfucker like this.
That's true, actually.
Needs a little work.
I want to be incognito because I'm rich. So to be
That's
incognito.
true. I don't like people knowing how rich I am.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a truck that doesn't work.
One of my biggest downfalls in life is how people know how rich I am. It's always getting
It's the
to
worst,
me.
right?
Yeah. They're like, oh, there's Billy Big Bags. They're not talking about my balls.
No
They're talking about
bullshit,
my wallet.
dad was talking about getting a trash truck for his DIY projects. I am tempted to tell him about this.
Oh, God.
Do not buy a car from Trumpster.
Yes.
Bob.
Yeah,
Do
it's a
it.
bad idea.
I mean, maybe buy it for the story. I mean, it might be worth it.
It's all the way down in the most southern part of Texas you can possibly get to. Also,
down in the West Texas town of El Paso.
no, that's no.
not even that far south.
No, like on the Gulf, like way down far into
the southern tip.
Yeah, the
of
southern tip.
Texas.
Does he live in the Rio Grande?
Maybe
He lives in a
he
Democratic
lives in a
township.
houseboat on. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Gotta shoe up some fucking
I love that he lives in a
shit
blue.
like you need new
Blue
lights
County.
for a motherfucker. Okay, big deal. Gotta do a little front end work. Gotta do a little back end work back there. Big fucking deal.
Maybe
Gotta do a little back
each
end work by
thing
taking all the shit out of the trunk.
individually- Maybe each thing individually isn't that big a deal, but there's a lot of things, Bob. It's sort of
It's building.
There's like 75 not big deals about the car.
It's not a big deal. Yeah, the
It
bumper's
turns it
falling
into a
off.
money pit, essentially.
Yeah,
That's
it's like right here, down in
Edinburgh.
See, it's like right there.
Hey, we hit that 50.
Oh yeah, so
Thank you,
he's
guys.
like horizontally
Cheers.
level with Monterey.
Yes, basically.
Yeah. Like there's parts of Mexico that are much further north.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like you could, there's parts of Mexico that are like 4 hours, 5 hours north of Edinburgh.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you look at like Tijuana, that's way further north than Edinburgh, Texas. Yeah.
Shout out to all you sickos that have microchips in you right now. Wow.
I can't wait. I need it. I need my microchip.
That's chump change compared to having to buy a new fucking motor, which this thing comes with. Practically brand new motor.
Practically brand new motor.
Look at this.
I want to see him turn on.
There is a whole lot of empty space right there. Is it missing like?
There's too much empty space. There should be stuff in there.
Yeah, is it missing an alternator or something? Like, there's got to be stuff there, right? I've seen under the hood of a truck of this size
It's
from
full.
that period of
It's
time.
easily full.
Yeah, there's a whole lot missing.
Yeah.
This son of a bitch, we got a battery right now. This motherfucker start up and sound like a fucking dragster.
Bob, you are
Look
a
at that.
content king. This is great. Nobody else would find the biggest pile of trash and try and convince the world that it was a treasure. You are the treasure, Bob.
Look at that. To the untrained eye,
The untrained eye, this looks like a nest full of bats.
brand new fucking motor practically.
I want to see it started up.
You ain't got to worry about a fucking thing in there unless you're going to shoe up a few aftermarket parts.
I hope he like
Right.
starts it and it just sets fire. He just
Who wants
starts
to buy a fucking
it.
truck?
Who wants to buy a truck? It's going to buy me a whole lot
One
of
thing about
Keystones.
unicorns, I think you probably like to have one up your motherfucking monkey ass.
Had to go there. Had to go
Whoa.
there. We knew it was coming. I didn't know how long until something was going in or out of one of our buttholes.
Our booties.
I think he showed admirable restraint. He did
Yeah,
a
I know.
very good
I
job
was
for a
surprised
long
how
time.
long it took.
Respect.
I don't know. They
How many
existed at one
Keystones
time
do you
and now
think
they're
he's in right
extinct.
now?
17.
Okay.
But
I
right
don't
now
say
you got to deal.
I don't know if he can afford that many Keystones in a day.
I don't know if he can't afford not to have that many Keystones
Maybe,
for this
yeah.
level of content.
Black Santa,
You want it or not?
You know everything, Black Santa.
Yep. I knew it.
He knows when you were sleeping.
Information got out.
Look at
but
the
okay.
fucking bags under his eyes. Jesus.
He's lived a life.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know. We don't even know all of it. You know.
Those are bags of holding under those eyes.
Yeah. Bob's got dime bags under his eyelids.
Here's another quick Bob video.
Okay.
Now he's in the
16
jungle.
years old. I went to go visit my sister and brother-in-law in California. They're
Yeah.
pieces of shit, by the way.
They're pieces of shit,
like he's
by
at
the way.
like the Rainforest Cafe and they sent him his wrong meal.
I love it. He said when he was 16, right? He said he was 16. He went to visit his sister and brother-in-law in California. They're
Yeah.
pieces of shit, by the way. That's what he said.
So anyway, but back then I didn't know they was pieces of shit, okay?
Oh, you mean you were sane back then?
I didn't know back then.
Yeah, it's before the brain injury, I'm assuming.
Right.
You know, what do you know when you're 16 years old? So I go to California, and our brother-in-law rents out a jet ski. And I go riding around that motherfucker, and I'm catching the wind, going under the water, coming back up, and all that cool shit. And so I heard a bunch of yelling. And I thought, oh, great, everybody loved what I did, so I did it again. But the fucking water caught my lungs when I was underwater with the motherfucker trying to make it back out. I went too deep. And then I got
I was legally dead for 12 minutes, and then when I woke up, I was like this.
Turned around by something fucking big, right?
Something big.
He went underwater looking 16 and came out looking the way he does now.
Yeah, he's 17
like a
years
reverse
old. This
Fountain of
happened
Youth.
last year.
Fuck was that? We know jet skis, they're made to circle. You got them circling you because you got the deal on your fucking finger. And so I fucking, one arm kind of swum it over there to the fucking jet ski, and I grabbed it, and I'm like, just rolling around on the motherfucker. Then I got worried. What the fuck hit me that big? Because it got a big shark burn up, right? But I didn't know it was failing. So I got the foot back up on the jet ski, and I'm like, yeah, I did that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. So I started giving Invisible Man hand jobs.
Like I was a manatee.
What's going on? My sister thought the shark took my fucking legs at first, and then she saw me on a jet ski, and she's crying, and she, oh, my fucking little brother's fixing to get eaten by this big fucking shark. It was like a 12 to 14 foot fucking hammerhead kind of thing, right?
Yeah, so something to be afraid of.
That's a big ass fish.
Big.
I don't know. I'd be
No,
worried.
it wasn't a hammerhead. No, it was a tiger shark.
How
It was
do
over
you
12 feet
mistake
fucking long.
anything for a hammerhead, the craziest looking fish in the sea?
Thought it was a hammerhead, but then
No,
apparently
wait, it wasn't the thing that has a hammer for a head.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Apparently, it was not the hammerhead because it had what do you say, a tiger shark? Isn't that like much smaller too? Isn't that just like a tiny shark?
All right,
I don't know.
I feel like 12 to 14 feet is big for that.
Hammerhead.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know things, man.
I'm a researcher on this.
Who knows?
Hammerhead size. Let's just do that.
Hammerheads are big.
No, fuck. Okay, so a hammerhead is 20 feet.
Okay.
A tiger.
Why do hammerhead sharks even exist?
Okay, you know what? Hold on. Hammerhead is 20 feet. A tiger shark is 18 feet.
Oh,
So
see?
size-wise, sure. But the fucking hammer on the head.
It's somewhat distinctive.
Yes.
Why do hammer sharks exist? The hammerhead sharks think they shouldn't exist. I don't like this. There's a hammer on his damn head.
Cruel joke.
It looks badass, though.
I don't believe in God, but I love his sense of humor.
like 13 inches long, or I mean feet long, inches.
13 inches long.
Got
What
the
else are
women
you thinking
excited
about
now.
that's 13
They're
inches long,
listening now.
Bob?
Well, I tell you,
this
big
shark
old
is over
gaping 13
feet
inch.
long, and I'm on a jet ski riding, and I see this big fucking fin come out of the water, like on Jaws. So mind you, I'm thinking that's a great white shark. I didn't know it was a tiger shark.
Okay, now how large
Slurp.
is a great white shark?
Great white shark is much bigger.
25?
We're talking great white.
30.
Great white sharks are 1,000 feet.
That's a big shark.
They're 1,000 feet, and they also have
2,400 pounds.
They also have 10-foot dicks.
Also, it says the females are 21 feet, the males are 13 feet.
Shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, man.
So the great whites like their ladies thick.
Exactly.
Thick.
You know, like the what's the witch's name from Resident Evil Village? If you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know her name.
Karen.
I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what
I
I'm
know
talking
what
about.
you're talking
That shark,
about.
Becca.
I don't know what you're. I don't know why you're bringing this up, John.
They're fucking huge, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
they're tall.
Okay.
They're large.
Let's listen to Trumpster Bob talk more about this close encounter of the turd kind.
That definitely happened.
Ugh. So I didn't know it was a tiger shark because of my ignorance of fucking sharks at that time.
Same.
So I circle around like that, and he's taking forever to turn around because he's so fucking big. He came in the canal, he bumped me, he swam to the end, he turned around, and then he was coming right motherfucking directly after me.
Mm.
And you got to understand, due to the size of that fucking fin, I thought it was a great white shark because they're very numerous over there. So I turned that motherfucking jet ski around and gave it all she fucking got and ran my ass all the way up on the fucking beach kind of shit. Like, yeah, like that.
I thought he was about to say he ran over the shark.
No, I think what Bob's doing
I
here.
absolutely thought that's where it was going.
What Bob's doing here is telling a story about a shark that you can't believe, just so you don't question the fact that he's lying about also having rode a jet ski. He's like, they're going to never believe the shark story, but then they'll think that I had a jet ski at one point.
Maybe he rode a jet ski.
Yeah.
That'll subvert their expectations as to them knowing that I have never ridden a jet ski.
Yeah, Dylan DePickle's saying this is every hillbilly story.
Left my hometown.
That's also true.
Heyo. Alina, thank you for becoming a $10 patron. You'll be eligible to watch all our over-the-top all our over-the-top content. Thank you for the video content. You'll be able to see all that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody else who has been showing love today. It's been lovely all day long. You guys are so sweet and cute, and I'm going to go back to talking about Trumpster Bob now.
Thank you for
In
saying
the news that night, I was labeled as the dodo on the jet ski. I made the fucking news. It went fucking nationwide, man. People were like, who's this dumb motherfucker?
He
You can't
made
hear him
the
yelling
news.
shark? No, I couldn't fucking hear him.
The what?
Nationwide, it went. This news.
Nationwide is on your side. That's what he said, yeah. He's like, nationwide, they do. I had a jet ski. That's just what you got to take away from this. I was called the cool jet ski man that also was done with a shark. But mostly, I just showed it to cool jet ski man is what they call me nationwide.
Killing shark.
The part of the story, I definitely wrote jet ski.
And it wasn't until I got closer to the fucking bank I could make out what they were saying. Oh, shark? Where? Oh, that's what bumped me. Oh, motherfucker, I'm in here with a shark. And then I see this big fucking fin, and he's making the turn right at me, and I'm like, fuck you. I'm betting on this jet ski. I turned the fuck around and hauled the fuck ass. Now, if the jet ski had broke down, that would have been okay because it's a tiger shark. But if it was a great white, oh, I'm fucked. So now you can imagine running through my mind, because those tiger sharks are that fucking big, man. They look like great whites when the fin comes out of the fucking water. So I'm thinking in my mind, that's a great white shark. Oh, baby, please don't break down as I'm hauling ass up on that fucking
Please don't break down. A true redneck always thinks his machine's going to break down. And like there's never one moment in a redneck's mind where he's not prepared for his vehicle to break down.
Yeah, where he's actually confident in what he's sitting in right now.
Oh, never. But the one thing that rednecks are confident in is their ability to duct tape it back together. So they're actually wanting their stuff to break down, so they have a reason to work on it.
Glanderson Booper.
But this was a time where he was like, I regret having this redneck fascination with fixing things, because this jet ski that I don't think was real in the first place could break down now that this shark that I don't think was real in the second place is chasing me.
Glanderson Booper.
beach. Oh my God, just don't get me up on the fucking beach. I don't even want to fucking step in a puddle of water. That's how far up on the beach I ran that motherfucker all the way out. And the guy that was renting out the jet skis, he's like, "Wow, man, that's pretty fancy riding, bro."
Oh
and,
yeah, this totally
like,
sounds like a true story.
Thanks. And,
it definitely happens.
That's fancy riding, bro.
My sister, she was crying, bawling like a motherfucker, and then my stepbrother starts yelling at me, "Motherfucker, we ain't never doing this motherfucking shit again. You gotta fucking pay attention." Oh shit. And he was in the Marines as a scuba diver instructor, so they did a lot of shit.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
He is droning on now.
Yeah, and that's the end of this clip.
Bob
anyway.
said a lot of F words during that. 43 to be precise.
Wow.
43 casual
F words.
Here's a more respectable conservative.
Now
Choke a Republican? Well, I don't know.
Put my weight behind
Kinky Bob.
Yeah,
Kinky
Mild Bill's
Bob.
finally exposing his kink.
American, I am fed up with the Republican Party for what they have done and are continuing to do
casual?
to this country.
Where's the uniform?
They're supposed to be
I want the
stopping.
uniform. I want patches. I want vests.
He's not always in the patches and vests.
He's a justice rider.
Did he hang up the vest?
Oh no, that's
is he
Egghead.
done with being a motorcycle?
No, he's not done with it. Today was his Key West stroll through
He's
the park.
going to Margaritaville today.
Yeah.
All right. If it's a Margaritaville day, that's fine.
He's living on island time.
He's looking for his lost shaker of salt.
Deeds of the Democrats, but they fail every time. I walked away from the Republicans some time ago, but I still hear from them almost every day, and it's always the same thing.
I love the video where Trumpster Bob calls Wild Bill, and Wild Bill talks to him for like 20 minutes. Sir, I need to set the record straight. You're from
Bob
England.
did everything in his power to turn Bill face.
Yep.
Like, Bill came off the absolute good guy there. I'm like, oh, there are levels of right-wing crazy, and we have just seen two very different ones.
Yeah. I love stubborn old men, though, that won't bend on anything. Like,
They're great.
They're the
They're
best.
Great. I can't wait to be one.
Yeah, one day I'll have roots in my opinions.
We must stop the Democrats. Send us your money. Makes me want to just reach out and choke them. You want to choke a Republican?
Just makes you want to do murder.
Here's how you do it. Click the Constitution Party link below and take your name and your money away from the Republicans.
Yeah, please do this. Please do this. I endorse Wild Bill here.
As long as your name is registered as a Republican or a Democrat, you're just another sucker on their long list of suckers. But when they see your name and your money leaving them and going to the Constitution Party, they choke. Why the Constitution Party? Because every major problem this nation is facing can be traced to walking away from our Christian heritage. That is what Washington, D.C. has done to this nation, and they are hell-bent on continuing the destruction of American values. You know, little things like liberty and justice for all. The Constitution Party is the only party dedicated to restoring the USA to the God and country values that made
liberty and justice for all except for everyone we don't like.
I'm gonna assume the Constitutional Party essentially is this like another like Tea Party sort of thing going on?
I mean, the Tea Party was actually something, though. Wild Bill's the only person I've ever heard talk about
this is just Bill, but if it was something,
it's just
I don't
Bill
know,
and this
it's-
party
it's
and no one
very-
else.
It's very Christian.
He's trying to promote
it's all religion.
He's trying to promote some conservative social media platform too. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he's pushing that too.
America great in the first place.
I think
You
it's
wanna
called
make this
Dog
nation
Whistle.
That'd be a better name for
decent
the
and
whatever one
respectable
it
nation
was.
again, then choke the corrupt politicians by joining and supporting the Constitution Party. This is Wild Bill for America.
The
Thank you for watching,
Constitution
and
Party.
America, bless God.
As
Again.
started by Nicolas Cage on set of National Treasure 1.
Yep.
And then protected by
the
John
Constitution
Bauer on
Party.
24.
The Constitution Party honoring the Constitution that lists the separation of church and state, which I believe seems to go against everything that
No,
we're
it doesn't.
going for
No, it
here.
doesn't.
But-
No, it doesn't.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa.
sorry. Oh,
Let's
pardon me.
let's remember why there are amendments, okay?
Yeah, that's true. Amendments were made to be broken.
Oof. Ever wonder how stores and everyone can get their things? Like clothes, food, water, and other goods? Yeah, think about that. Why?
I do wonder that.
They get transported by these brave men and women on the home front. Proud. They're known as truck drivers.
Oh, God. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
What is this?
Riding through the... I don't know. It's truckers, man.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
hold on.
Trucker appreciation.
That got real interesting.
With
I wanna
Smart
see this.
Larry.
All right. Okay. Let's watch this.
Big Bear. Big Bear. Breaker 19, we're on the road again. Got to bring you your avocados and kumquats to your local Walmart.
This looks like something out of Sonichu. This looks like a Sonichu device of
You
some
know how
sort.
we feed the people in Quickville?
Did you? Just as an aside, by the way, Ben, I know you watch Gino Samuel as well, the guy who does the Chris Chan documentary.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did for April Fools?
No.
If you can go to his channel right now, I just need you to see what he did to the thumbnails and titles.
While we bring that up, I will say that this video here is actually Chris Chan original. Chris Chan introduced the
When are you coming
Transformers to Quickville. When are you
God.
coming home? Oh my God. When are you coming
This
home?
is
I don't know yet.
insane.
Hopefully after this load.
When are you coming? Hopefully after this
I
load.
is upset that you won't be home till after Christmas.
Oh my God.
This
Yeah, I
is.
figured.
Oh, I see what he did.
Oh.
He's doing like Donald Trump, a comprehensive history.
It's all Chris. It's all the videos, but he just fucking swapped them. It's so
And
good.
made him
Jesus
Donald
Christ,
Trump.
he's on part 53?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That's so much.
There's
I've
so
seen
much
the
Chris
worst thing
Chan.
that Chris Chan has done so far, and it's
Now that's
not-
a bold claim.
So there's a bit part in that documentary where he is trying to be the sperm donor for a lesbian couple.
That are trolls,
And in a
right? They
video-
weren't real, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
I don't.
There's no way they were real.
So I think I don't think they were real. But what happened was in the video, he explains. He's like, he's like, I have samples, and he opens a freezer, and there's like, there's like 3 containers in his freezer.
He's
of
got
just-
tubs of Cool Whip filled
Oh,
with
just
Cool
as
Swim.
he calls it, Navy, just in his freezer.
I would.
Why
be too.
Navy?
with dates
Could you
when
put
he
her
did
on
it.
the phone so I can talk to her? Yeah, let me get her. She'll be very happy to hear from you, dear.
God, I hate this.
Lya, dear, your dad is on the phone.
Lya, Lya, not a name. Get out of here.
Lya, dear.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy. Hey, sweetie.
Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? I'm good, Dad, but it sucks that you won't be here for Christmas. Yeah, I know, sweetie. But I'll be home for New Year's.
I'll be New Year's.
What the fuck is this?
You didn't want to do a second read on this one.
Oh my god.
Best take.
I can't make that as a promise, but I will make it as my goal. Please be careful, Daddy. I know it's a dangerous job. I gotta go. I love you.
I gotta go.
Daddy.
I gotta go.
This ends in a train. Or another train. Tell me this ends in a truck crash.
Good morning, Mom.
Dark turn.
Good morning, Lila dear.
Good morning, Lila dear.
This whole thing is a dark turn.
Oh no, dude.
Let's go.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Can you go get that, please?
Are they gonna get killed by a hail of gunfire?
Mom?
No, the cops are
open
up.
Hello. Is this the Williams residence?
Stop. This isn't real. This is not real. This isn't real. Is this real? Is this real, Ben?
It's not residence anyway. It's residence with a C.
It's not real, and I'll tell you why. Because that goddamn apostrophe in Williams.
Oh.
What do you do? Get out of it.
I knew it. I knew it.
Just say nothing to residence, as you said, Ben.
I'm sorry, just the pronunciation of Williams killed me.
I knew it.
Williams.
Williams. It can't be real.
Awful.
What is this about? It's say your truck driver husband got murdered by us, the police.
Hello, officer. How are you? I am good, thanks.
Oh my God.
Miss Williams, I have an urgent news that involves your husband. Hey, Mom. Is Daddy...
Is
Mom, is Daddy okay?
I like her kimono.
I don't know, Laya. Officer, please, tell me what happened to John.
He dead.
Okay, really quick. The delivery of this next line is going to make or break this as an art. Is this art or is this schlock?
It's both.
Can I make a prediction on how it's going to sound?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read the previous line for me, Billy?
The previous line was, Dad, could you tell us what happened to John?
John's fucking dead.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Well, at 8 a.m. this morning.
Oh my
God. 8 a.m. this morning.
Perfect.
There was a mudslide in the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh, God.
Appalachia?
17 vehicles were caught in it.
Oh,
and a Peterbilt was one of them.
Oh, my God.
A white Peterbilt. We identified the driver's body as John Williams.
Oh.
Oscar-winning composer?
Yes.
I was about to say it's a shame he'll never compose again.
John T.
Oh, I'm going to my room.
Oh, wow.
Hey, sweetie, can I come in?
Oh,
yes, Mom. I can't believe that Daddy is gone forever. It's just not fair. I know, sweetie. It's gonna be alright.
He didn't even try to change his voice between the mother and the daughter at all. There's no difference.
Standard woman voice.
His strength will live on in us. The both of us.
Okay. School just started 4 days after New Year's.
Thanks, Steve, for your interesting presentation.
No. Is she about to do a presentation a week after her father's death to tell the school about her father's death?
It's Miss Laya Williams' turn. The floor is yours. Thank you, Mr. Smith. My thankful presentation is for the truckers of this nation. These truck drivers sacrifice everything to deliver goods to their destination, even their lives.
What?
Please stick around.
Teaser. I'm in.
The audio, drama, and characters were made up, but the dangers of truck driving is real. You mean that wasn't a true story?
I thought we were just watching like a documentary.
Yeah, I thought this was a live stream.
I thought this was a Dateline special.
Yeah, I thought we were looking into the Black Mirror of ourselves.
Yep.
Huh.
This is what would happen if Billy was playing Pokemon Go on the road and he caused an accident that killed a truck driver.
Maximum overdrive.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I missed out on part of it. I needed a little bit of Jaeger in my drink, so just to deal with some of the shit.
I got some bad news, guys. I just became a truck driver, and I have to go. I have to go drive across country
and die.
Give
I'm
me
sorry.
your phone.
I can't
Leave
promise.
your phone.
I can't promise I'll be back here by next episode.
But Ben,
He's
is
leaving.
Billy gonna be okay?
Just cut to a shittily made paint comic of Billy the Fridge driving.
Daddy.
He mutilated Billy
Daddy,
in the middle of the
is
road.
Billy okay?
I'm gonna go to my room.
Yeah.
Side note, Jaeger and Pepsi, not a bad combo.
Interesting.
Sounds worse. Sounds like a King Cobra combination, but it's pretty good.
Let me tell you a weird combo that works: amaretto and cola.
Oh, okay. I dig that.
It doesn't sound like it. I know. I'll be the first to say. When I was offered it, I was like, "Get the fuck out of here. We are no longer friends." But then I tried it. It's pretty good.
I used to love getting the Italian margarita at Olive Garden because they gave you the sidecar of amaretto
That sounds fantastic.
with the Italian margarita that had sugar instead of salt around the brim.
Oh, that's how you know it's classy.
Yeah.
Also, just as an aside, because I see it in the chat, fuck you, it's all I got right now, so I'm not making any fancy drinks.
Are they making fun of your drink choices?
Someone's like, cringe drink. I'm like, fucking, I literally have a fridge here with just Jaeger in it and a Pepsi, and I looked and did the math, and I'm like, fuck it, we're watching a shitty truck driving thing.
Yeah.
Look, we can't all have juice that costs $10.49. It's not
Damn.
right. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Or a thermos full of gin.
So this is the guy that Egghead defeated while he's crawling his way back up to the top after he lost his smile a few months ago and forfeited the title. We made him go to the bottom of the roster.
That last statement implies that he got his smile back, which I find nearly impossible.
He went to the bottom of the roster, and he defeated by one vote Lucas Werner, who I still contend is way more cringy than Egghead.
I gotta tell you, by the way, the story of, well, not story, but like just him, Egghead making you guys mad as fuck on that previous episode. That was something. Like, I didn't expect that to happen, and then he's just like, "Oh, I see what you're doing." And you guys are like, "Fuck you! You're ruining this for us."
Yeah. Yep.
I was shocked, but it worked out.
Yep.
There is no God. There's absolutely no proof of this shit. If there was, I'd have a hottie in my arms. You talk to me like you think that I've never had a girlfriend before.
That's how he knows that there's no God, because hot women won't date him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Man, all right. The only knowledge I have of this guy is the thing you sent me, the promo thing you sent me.
Oh.
So is he an incel?
Oh, yes.
Is that what this is? Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's
my first
I believe a homeless guy who's like too old to be an incel, but is.
He's creepy, and there was actually a news story from a few years ago where the cops had to get involved because he was creeping on like a barista at a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's kind of, he's creepy. He's weird. He's a kind of oddly aggressive. He blames everyone else, like, for his inability
It was always like that supreme dude where I would have the dinner on the table for my woman. You know?
See, I'll treat you really good. Yeah. You got treated so good by me.
You live on the street.
Or in a shelter.
It used to be I'll take you to a nice steakhouse when they started doing these videos, and he's like, I'll come back to your house and cook you a nice steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy exists in the same state as you, if I'm correct.
Oh,
right?
yes, he does.
God.
He does, actually.
I'm going to go visit
Good
him.
Washington boy.
I'm going to go visit him and take him out to get chicks.
You know what I mean? Like, she worked, so I served, and I'm good in bed. I would have a hot little Gen Z honey in my arm. There's age gappers all around, but you theists...
Yeah, he's dating way out of... Right, he's dating way out of his league. He's trying to date out of his league, like unbelievably out of his league.
Man, he seems like what... Go ahead, sorry.
I remember the first video I saw of him was him complaining about, like, girls at college parties ignoring him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop going to college parties, you
You're
dirty old fart.
Religious motherfuckers are greedy with love. You know what I mean? Oh, you're not? Then I have a hot little babbage in my arm right now. Do I? No, because you're greedy with the love.
Greedy
you
with the
don't show
love.
any love. You're just grouchy motherfuckers that are little fascist pigs.
Whoa.
See, he thinks other men having women is the reason he's not getting any, but he doesn't realize that he wouldn't anyway.
If you're a man and you have more than one woman, you're a capital fascist pig.
Nazis and fascists. The fascists are the Democrats and the Nazis are the Republicans. See, I'd have a hot little honey in my arm. Where are the atheists at? Oh, look, classism and age phobia. Oh, look, there's absolutely no God. There's no Jesus. There's no Thor. There's no Thoth. There's none of that shit. I'd have a hottie in my arm.
You're still gross.
Yeah.
Arms right now. But do I? No, because your classist, age-phobic, bigot generation won't give me a chance. You'd rather worship God. Oh, it says Matthew 6:20.
What was that?
Why won't 18-year-olds fuck me?
Right.
Look, I'm an atheist, okay? I'm not even an atheist. I don't know what I am. I don't believe in God, whatever that means. Whatever that means. I don't believe in God, okay? I don't believe in God. But I think it's a way better idea to believe in God and go to church and follow the teaching of Christianity than date Lucas Werner.
Yes, I agree.
Of the two, absolutely.
God or money, and you say, oh, you like that, but there's dude with a car, you hypocrite. Oh, I love Bernie Sanders, but then you go with dude with the car that looks like everything that the capitalist system shat out to be a cookie cutter male. You claim that you...
He's so
Bernie
mad.
Disgusting.
He's
Disgusting.
So
love diversity and all your boyfriends are exactly the same dude. There's no God. You're liars. You're liars. I'd have a little hottie in my arms. I'd be fucking the shit out of that, and that would be mine, and I'd marry her, you dumb motherfuckers. There's no God, you stupid motherfuckers. You're liars. There's no...
Is it like all the young girls he wants to fuck are Christian? I don't get the no God. And
He is
like,
in Spokane, Washington. That
doesn't answer a lot of questions, honestly. But
there's a high concentration of young Christian college girls over there.
Is he mad at there being no God? Like he's saying he wants there to be a God to give him young women to fuck?
He's saying if there was a God, God would give him a nice, young, hot, attractive Gen Z wife that he could have sexual relationships with and marry.
So he's saying that out of spite, essentially.
He's saying there is no God, or else he would have this, because God is obviously
That's
good.
what I mean.
So he's mad at God for not existing.
Yes.
Exactly.
He said he read the Bible, and when he tried to take chastity from an angel, God should have offered him virgin daughters. That's what he's saying. When he tried to rip the innocence away from an angel, somebody's virgin daughter should have been handed over to him, but it wasn't. And he's mad. He read the Bible. He knows.
Jesus, there's no Allah, there's nothing up there but space and quantum shit. There's no fucking God.
Yeah, there's no God. Last time I had 72 virgins is when I won a Magic the Gathering tournament.
I have a hottie in my arms? Do I? No. You're fucking liars. All of you are fucking little liars that worship capitalism and bullshit. Your spirituality is just your own fucking schizophrenic bullshit. There is no fucking God. If there was, where's she at, bitch?
Whoa.
Man, he really seems like
he's angry, horny.
I was gonna say like he's like one of those ones like if he was like in the old school atheist community on YouTube, I feel like he's like one of the last holdouts that community shat out.
He just wants
like
to
just
do
on the far end, the extreme end.
Did he call God she right at the end? Because if so,
well, he means where is she, like the girl, like the hottie,
the girl.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Because the way it was worded, I thought he was calling God she. I'm like, oh,
see,
he's all right.
God, if God's real, God doesn't like sex. God thinks sex is awful.
Yeah.
So. Maybe there is a God, and that's why you can't get laid, because you make sex awful.
No, he already said he was good at sex.
He was good at sex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ben, you're not listening to the man. That's the problem.
Are you calling him a liar?
Yes.
Listen, Gen Z, I think you're being classist.
Wait, what?
What?
You're being classist.
That's his thing.
Yeah, you're not giving an opportunity to a bum to have spread his seed in you, so you're classist.
Yeah, Gen Z college girls don't fuck homeless 50-year-olds.
If you're not going to let an old asshole that lives in a shelter have sex with your early 20s college, late teens college bajayjay, you're classist.
Wait, so this dude's 50?
No, he's like in his early 40s.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like that's like a whole. He's got like a whole mess of things going on.
You're just like me,
He's got
and
a
you
lot.
hate capitalism. But then I look at your boyfriends, and they got more money than I do, and I'm not the.
You say you're just like me, but then I look at your boyfriends, and they're way richer than I am.
Lowest economic level.
Disgusting.
If you're really a communist, you'll date a poor, ugly guy like me.
Look, if you want a girlfriend, Lucas Werner, this is what you do. Go to the garbage can circuit, find the young chicks digging for a sandwich, and say, hey, I have some Tabasco. It will help take the mold off of the sandwich if you want to cover it with Tabasco sauce.
If you're age phobic, you're a bigot, and you're anti-bigot. But I think you're a bigot generation. I think you're a classist generation. If you weren't, you'd go on a date with me. I think.
Then if you're so mad at the generation, date a different generation. Maybe yours.
Whoa,
is entitled to nothing.
Scott, he really does want to date a different generation, but they won't be legal for 10 more years.
True.
You're a double bigot generation, Gen Z. Otherwise, you'd go out on a date with me. I've seen the age gappers around. I'm going to need you to go out on a date with me to prove it, because I won't believe you, babes.
Wait. Is he also getting told to leave? Claiming
It
that
sounded
he's
like it.
That's funny.
You're judging me based on classism despite your love of Bernie Sanders. You're judging me on my age despite your love of Black Lives Matter and ACAB. You're coming in a little classist over here, a little bigoted. Gen Z, I'm going to need you to sit down and go on a date with me.
Have a seat. Have a seat with Chris Ansem.
Otherwise, I don't believe you.
For real, can we keep an eye on this guy? Because he's going to start killing.
Yeah,
He actually did.
Once you can get through the border, Scott, we'll drive over to Spokane and we'll kick the trash out of this neighborhood that this guy lives in, so he has a nice, clean place to take girls back to.
He's going to be in the news.
Oh, he has been already for harassing a woman at Starbucks.
Sure, but it's going to be on a sooner page of the news than that story was.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, hit me up on Instagram, Extendo 2000. We're trying to find, we're trying to find honeys, we're trying to find food, we're trying to find money. Like, I'll make a video for you for $50 or $50 DoorDash, or if you want to come and hang out with us at Motel 6.
Do you think there's people who want to do that out there?
Yeah.
Even his friend is like,
it's not his friend.
What's the reason with him?
It's not his friend. It's somebody at the shelter who is trolling him.
Other guy at Motel 6.
Yeah, Luke. This is the shelter. This isn't Motel 6. They're
going to Motel 6 to hang out.
No,
later.
they're saying you could buy a Motel 6 so they can hang out with you there. You just can't kick it at the shelter. He's suggesting you buy a Motel 6 to hang out, which I am willing to do. I'm willing to buy a Motel 6 to hang out with Lucas Werner.
You're weird.
Why?
I'm willing to buy an entire Motel 6.
Thank you.
Put Lucas Werner in it and never let him out.
Right.
Like a human zoo. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been paid like $200 to do something like this. Like any kind of like call-out video or advertisement, I'll do for $50. It'll be like 30 seconds to 5 minutes long.
No one wants a call-out video or a cameo.
Yeah, he's stunting on the kid in the shelter, trying to make him not look stupid for asking for money. But it's great. He's trying to flex on this young kid to make him think he's cool, so he can sneak into this young kid's homeless girl parties and try and sneak in on some homeless girls.
Those are, to be fair, those are good parties.
Well, we'll see what that's about in a bit. Okay, so just get a hold of me at Extendo 2000.
Oh my god. Extendo Talawares, is that what's going on here?
Yeah. I had to make a new Instagram account because I can't log into Facebook, but
Hey, why do you got all these rubber bands?
Oh, I put them in my hair. You know, when they break, I'll just get another one. So trying to get like $50 at DoorDash, maybe 2 burritos and a pop or something like that, 2 pops so I could share. You know, something like that, like a meal or whatever, trying to get lunch. Or if you just want to put it on my Cash App, that's fine, but then I can't spend it today. But that's fine if you want to do that. I'd gladly take food over the money today just to get a little snacky. You know what I'm saying? Your souls. Oh.
I like the other guy.
The other guy's just a kid at the shelter trolling. He's just trolling.
Yeah.
So that's the deal right now. Extendo 2000.
You see what's going on here?
McDonald's. It wouldn't really matter. Just like a good meal for 2 or something like that. $30, $50. Make you a video today. Whatever you want, ya.
We'll put your titties online.
We don't have any titties. I told Isaac if he got a phone number from some lady, I'd give him $100.
I don't want to be a part of this anymore now that I said titties.
Well, okay, but I'm getting my $1,400 check, and I promised Isaac $100 if he got a phone number. We haven't got any yet, but I said I'll do it up to 3.
I'm getting my $1,400 check, and I'm betting $100 of it already because I'm showing you I'm horrible at money management.
Yeah, I'm starting to, not that I had the most sympathy for him in the first place, but I'm like, I was thinking like, it's too bad he's homeless. It sucks when you're homeless, but now I'm starting to figure out why he's homeless. He's about to give almost 1/10 of his future net worth to a guy who just said titties if he can get a phone number.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
You know how hard it is to be homeless? Oh, my God. You have to be so bad at friendship.
That's
true. This dude is a mess.
This guy has been around forever. He's been around for years and years and years. He wasn't homeless at the beginning. I think he might have gotten homeless during COVID. I think that might have been part of the problem.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But he's always made these kind of like creepy incel videos like that. This has been his shtick forever.
Everybody says we're not making fun of his homelessness. No, we are. We are.
Yeah, we're not making fun of homelessness.
Yeah,
we're making fun of his
homelessness. His.
Yeah. Let's be clear.
I'm not making fun of his homelessness. I'm making fun of his weird desperation to date girls that are way out of his league and then getting all angry about it.
That and his homelessness, right? Am I right?
No.
Yeah, those two things.
Hashtag not all homeless. Thank you. Thank you. Some people are homeless because their houses were stomped on by velociraptors.
They gotta be hottie. It's $300 for 3. I'm looking around too. I'm kind of working on my approach.
You don't think that this is the type of stuff we should be recording?
It's just trying to pick up chicks, dude. It's just like, you know.
I like how this guy's like, we shouldn't be doing
this.
this.
Like, what revolves around the nature of you, Lucas? Like just picking up chicks. This is like the name.
This guy's got it all figured out. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I'm a man and I have no fear. There is no fear. There's only anticipation.
Then you don't have to give me any money.
Well, where are they at? You gotta wait around the bus
pay
station.
me money, hundreds of dollars to get 3 numbers. That's so fucking easy. You wouldn't even know how easy that is.
Well, then do it.
I love his friend trolling him live.
This guy rocks.
They gotta be hotties.
But I have no reason to do it.
We're gonna go to Motel 6 when I get my check and hang out for 7 days and just eat pizza and Chinese food.
Just waste all of his
I'll
money
get a
and
debit
have
card
no
and
money.
Immediately blow it.
Blows all of his money, and then he's back to being like, I'll do call-out videos.
We're going to have Motel 6 for 7
Like a
days.
fucking idiot.
And just eat pizza and Chinese food. Let's do it.
I mean, yes, he is going to go back to that, but in between, it's going to be a sick-ass 7 days, man. Motel 6, pizza, Chinese
It's going to
food
be
for
a
work.
sad-ass 7 days. 7 days of sadness.
I don't know.
I hope he gets
all
the
that.
room with no windows.
Oh, no. Fuck. I don't like that. Not one bit.
Too sad?
Blackout curtains, but there are no windows.
Blackout curtains covering nothing, just the wall. That is
It's a dark room anyway.
I can't wait to go to his Motel 6 party.
I'm going. I'm crossing the border for it.
Yes.
9 Inch Nails is hurt, just plays in the diff to what the fuck is this?
Okay.
Hold on. Oh,
it's the hurricane.
It's Helms.
There's a hurricane coming through.
I'm pretty upset about a few things I haven't discussed.
Let's hear it.
All right, hold on, really quick. I thought this for a split second was Rev News.
No. This
Genuinely
is
thought for a second.
This
but
is
it's
Hal
not.
Jordan airing his grievances.
Oh.
In a long time. And I think this is a good way to express my feelings to as much of the public as possible.
Are you mad
I
you
do
didn't
not
make it into the
choose
Snyder
sides,
cut?
when it comes to the political spectrum. I say that because I try to see everybody's point of view. I try to see where everyone's coming from, and I also personally believe that the political game, the political infrastructure as we know it, is corrupted, and it is a total puppet show. It is a lie. What agenda were you going to push? Oh, here's a few $1 billion. How about you push this agenda instead? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is a big part of political corruption right now, and this is why I don't believe that our political infrastructure is solid enough to believe in at this point.
I don't believe that it's solid enough to believe in at this point. Eloquence in action. Thank you so much.
You know you're wearing a silly mask, right? Does he
Takes
know?
away
Did
from
no
the
one tell him?
seriousness of the conversation.
Yeah.
The problem with this, though, is that there's a community of people that are willing to demonize a person before ever coming across the actual facts. And you basically, it becomes a conglomerate of non-believable people. People that a perfectly skeptical mind would assess as a general standpoint and go, nah, I just don't believe anybody that believes X, Y, or Z. I think that it is easy to discredit someone based on their beliefs. So we have to keep that, put that on the shelf.
It is.
Keep the beliefs on the shelf and look at the facts. It's not based on belief. It's not based on faith. Despite being able to have those things in your life, you are totally entitled to those.
You know, he can never do this character in front of a green screen.
Oh,
the facts are
a mess.
That's
You know,
why
it's
they
just
invented blue
vanishes.
screens, Ben.
Yeah, blue screens were actually used first.
Important in a situation, especially when it comes to people leading a nation.
You can set chroma key to blue and I think white and black also.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be able to get on a bandwagon and say Donald Trump, was caught with this prostitute, there's a rumor Donald Trump got peed on. The Russians claim they had a video of it. He's the only person that has gotten away with calling Bill Clinton a rapist to his face while having a debate with his wife to become president. And what happened after that? Where's Bill now? Donald douchebag Trump is the only person that calls Bill Clinton out for being a rapist, saying that some of the girls he sexually abused were out in the audience, and he used it at the most inappropriate time to gain an advantage during a debate. And the problem with it is not that he was lying.
Really quick, guys.
This is the point.
Yeah, this is like really bad. I don't even want to get into it.
Really quick,
I don't know. Where did you even get this one?
I mean, people send these in.
As much as I'm enjoying this Snyder Cut, I have to break in with some serious breaking news.
Go ahead.
The OnlyFans record has been blown away today by the Cash Me Outside girl who turned 18 less than a week ago.
Oh, really?
And she has made over $700,000 in 6 hours.
You know what? Like,
respect.
She always looked older than she actually was.
I was gonna say she turned 18 now. So what was she like?
She was 13.
Yeah,
she was 13.
She was really young.
She was 13.
That's wild. She looked 20 then.
That's disgusting.
She has lived hard.
I don't know if it's April Fool's, guys. I hope it's April Fool's.
No, I believe it that she's 18 now because I remember like finding out how old she was back then and being like, "What the fuck?" What it's like. Bhad Bhabie is her name, right?
Yeah, BHAD. BHABI.
She is. Her birthday, March 26th, 2003. So yeah, she turned 18 a little while ago. Yep.
Yeah. Just thought I'd let everybody know that breaking news. God.
I think I hate that.
And she was calling out. She was calling out Dr. Phil.
So
she was calling out Dr. Phil like a month ago.
Yeah.
About that camp that he sent her to when she was on the show.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like scare you straight kind of boot camps that they scare bad kids at.
Abuse.
Yeah. There's some messed up stuff going on there. So.
Oh man.
I'm physically shaken.
Anyways, guys, I just thought I would chime in with that news.
I didn't know there was a
Breaking
record.
news.
I wouldn't really care. I'm not surprised. It's like whatever. Didn't like Bella Thorne get like super rich making
I think it was Bella Lugosi.
Bella Lugosi.
Yeah. That was it.
Bullshit.
Yeah, she got like $2 million or something. It was absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
It's over $1 million actually. I was off on the payout. She got over 700,000 in just subscriptions and another $250,000 in over the top messaging.
Over the top messaging.
Yeah. You pay to message.
Yeah.
What's her net worth anyway? Hang on one second.
$1 million in 6 hours. All she had to do.
$4 million net worth.
Yeah, she just turned 18, man.
She's like the new Olsen twins.
To have
talented.
Millions. She is not talented.
No,
talented.
she is not.
She brings it. She brings the heat.
She got taken on Dr. Phil for having an attitude and being uncontrollable, and that attitude ended up making her famous on that show, and she just made a ton of money, and like she even got into like fights with somebody. I can't remember who it was. I remember seeing something where like she had a feud with somebody.
She put out music, I know.
Oh yeah, it's awful music.
Yeah.
She's just the greatest young American of our time. Is all. I need you guys to give her respect.
She got into a fight with that Woe Vicky. Remember Woe Vicky, the
where's
troll?
Woe Vicky's OnlyFans at?
Pass. Hard pass.
Yeah. I'm just saying, cash me out.
It's true.
It could have been kayfabe, but I would believe it that they would get into a fight. Woe Vicky was like a troll, though, wasn't she? She like thought she was black or whatever. See, look.
Pull your pants up, Papa.
Get off my.
Yeah, came in and got beat up. Now you finna go.
I don't know, man. Ground a pound, yo.
You stupid.
I don't know what to say, y'all. She got her in a rear naked choke, y'all.
That'll be.
This is just a compilation of her beating the shit out of people.
Yes. Yeah. But this was shot by D. Castro.
Yeah,
You know,
of
you got to
course.
remember that.
One of the best. Yeah, D. Castro is like the Roger Deakins of gross girl fights.
Yeah.
That's a bold claim, Scott.
I know, but I stand by it. D. Castro does great work. These big sweeping shots, yeah, it's amazing.
Thick Soul says manlets can't break up a girl fight, but why would you?
Yes,
They
more
weren't
for
trying to.
Patreon.
Like, there's more danger in breaking up a girl fight than letting a girl continue to fight. Like, just
let it burn itself out.
Just intervening with male force is more likely to hurt these women seriously than letting them throw hands at each other.
And they were in a recording studio with expensive shit around. So
Unless you're willing to kill both of them with no witnesses, then don't get involved.
Thank you.
That's my advice.
The one thing I've always said is if you're gonna hit a woman,
kill her.
Fucking Christ. That escalated
Bill,
quickly.
I didn't expect that from you, Bill, but I also don't disagree.
kill her with kindness, Scott.
Absolutely. Every time.
Kill her with kindness.
In the face.
Right in the kisser.
In the kisser. So we're going to do a short post show tonight. Twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. Twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. Just letting you know now because we'll probably wrap up in about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
This is called the Ben 10.
Yes.
That's a solid brand.
The final 10 minutes are the Ben 10.
Ben 10.
The final Ben 10. Yes. I saw this last night. I wanted to play it on here because it's great.
Thank you for coming. I absolutely appreciate it. Are you called by God to be a priest? So if I read, and I don't know if it's true or not, I like to ask the person before I make sure, know if it's true or not. Are you a homosexual? So you a gay? I didn't know you were gay. How long have you been a homosexual pastor? You don't look gay.
You don't look gay.
And so you've been a homosexual all your life, you said earlier, right? You love the Jews? Maybe. I'm really, I had no idea. So I want to go back. You say God is a black woman. Why would God make lesbians and gay men? Why? What was the purpose of that? So can it be a homosexual too if you needed him to be one? How do you feel about the great white hope? I'm black and slow. I don't know what that means. That's amazing. Why don't you love all white people? There are S-hole countries all trying to come here now and bring their S-hole attitudes. You gay and you curse?
That's good. That's really good.
You're gay and you curse? Yeah, no, that's the thing. I am gay and I use cuss words. I know. I didn't think I was going to get into heaven for being
Hold on one second.
gay and all, so I started using cuss words afterwards. I figured, why not at this point? God's not letting me in.
Why not just shoot the moon at this point?
Yeah, of course. I'm gay and I use cuss words. It's the future.
Ha! Gay!
Could you imagine being a beta male that was gay and still didn't use cuss words? What a waste.
Ugh.
What a beta.
What a loser.
What a beta.
Beta.
Could you imagine eating a Snickers bar as big as your forearm? Oh my God, that would be nuts.
No, I would not. I don't like.
I would get sick.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of sweets.
Or over time.
In one sitting.
No, too much, man.
That's a challenge for the 10-hour.
Yeah,
stream.
because then like the poop from that would be unbearable too.
It's
like,
as big as my
It
forearm.
would just be the same thing coming out.
Yes.
all that
Then a
nougat.
Snicker.
That nougat is gonna do you
It would
in.
just be another brown forearm coming out of you.
What food would you
Jesus
want to
Christ.
eat? What food would you be most confident in finishing that was the size of your forearm?
Like a sandwich, like a big sub sandwich or something.
A big sub?
Like
Spicy
a,
noodle.
I'll tell you what I could finish no problem. The size of my forearm, cotton candy.
Well, that's very light.
Yeah.
I would think like a shit ton of like, for me, it's like a shit ton of like sashimi or like sushi, like a large plate.
Good one, weeb.
If there was like $70
Sushi's
on
delicious.
the line, I would say give
like
me a
it.
forearm's worth of
Man, let's
cotton
bully
candy.
him for no reason.
Weeb, weeb.
Boo, boo, boo.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Did you know cotton candy was invented by a dentist?
That seems counterproductive.
Son of a bitch. Keep them
Doc
coming
Holliday,
back.
right?
Keep them coming back. Doc Holliday invented the cotton candy, yeah.
Doc's Holiday.
Whoa.
Got him.
Does anybody here have a poster of Val Kilmer shirtless on their wall?
No, I don't
Right
think.
now?
Yeah,
Yes.
not nowadays. Would that be?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. And you're
gonna
talking
be like
about
that's gonna be a
2021
hard
Val
fight.
Kilmer?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Because he's
I
not
don't know
looking
why.
too good
For
these
some
days.
reason, I like when I think this sounds kind of stupid, but I was gonna say for some reason, like visually, I kind of blur like current Val Kilmer with like Steven Seagal current. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
same
Well,
kind of
I
look.
feel you.
Val Kilmer had some kind of cancer that
Throat cancer, right?
they had to like remove parts of his face and stuff. He's not
Yeah.
looking too good these days.
Not really.
Poor
Yeah.
Kilmer.
I don't know why. For some reason, I blurred like the two visuals together. It's I don't know.
Mad Mardigan rides forever.
Yeah, Willow. Willow was really I don't know. I enjoyed it as a kid. As an adult, I've watched it, and I think it kind of holds up for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was all right with it.
Scott,
What?
I
That's
just
the
saw
poster I have.
that's the poster you have.
My poster.
Did Scott post his poster of Val Kilmer?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
yes,
God.
he did.
This was before he got sick. It was when he was just fat.
Yeah, that picture is like 12 years old.
Is he
Like,
shirtless?
He's shirtless on the beach. I'll pull it up.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
pull it
can
up.
I see this picture so I can
Yeah.
justify this
poster-
boner I have?
I put my other poster in there too.
The second
Oh
one looks
my
really
God.
sad. He looks like one of the older Von Erichs. Like except like the Von Erich that let himself go.
Well, there's
The Von
only
Erich
one
that
Von Erich that's
passed
still.
23.
Yeah.
No, I mean like before they all died. That's what I mean. Like
Man, could you imagine getting into that wetsuit if you were Val
no.
Kilmer?
you ain't getting that off.
Wetsuit.
What do you have to do? Like light a match at the base of the pant leg?
There's my boy.
That's
sad.
That's a
sad
cowboy.
Very sad picture.
That's a
Sad
cowboy.
man.
That's a cowboy. Can you see that tiny little skittle nipple? Like that's a bite-sized nipple.
Fun size.
You just somebody's got pink puffy nipples.
But then he was Iceman in Top Gun, and he was all in good shape. You remember that?
I don't.
Super fuckable.
He was Iceman.
Good old Val Kilmer. We need a Val Kilmer Appreciation Day. Can we make
He is-
today Val Kilmer
he's in one of my-
Appreciation Day?
Oh Jesus Christ.
He almost ran.
He was in one of my favorite movies, actually.
Is it Top Secret?
No, it's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Dr. Moreau.
Kiss Bang Bang. Is that the Shane Black movie?
Yeah, with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
When, I was in Toronto, and they were having the Toronto Film Festival there, and they were premiering Kiss Kiss Bang Bang there at the film festival when I was there, and I saw the red carpet, and I saw Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer walk down the red carpet into the theater with all the paparazzi flashbulbs going off and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting.
You could have said Val Kilmer was in your favorite movie and named at least 2 or 3 other movies,
Batman.
and it would have
That
been
he wasn't
justified.
in.
Tombstone.
No, it would have been justified. Tombstone.
Yeah.
It would have been justified. You could have said The
Batman
Doors.
Forever.
It would have been
Secret is also a
justified.
good one.
You could have said The Doors. It would have
The
been
Doors was-
justified.
yeah.
What else? Top Secret. Ben said Top Secret.
Yeah, Top Secret's good.
I need to watch The Doors. I haven't watched that. What? I've heard it's really good. I know, right?
Yeah,
that's
it's
one of them
pretty
I need
good.
to watch.
It's pretty good. You know, when I was living in New Mexico, Val Kilmer got a lot of support to run for governor there. But then, he was even talking about it publicly. But then they found out that he hadn't paid taxes in forever.
Hate when that happens.
State income tax, and it's can't run for governor now.
I just want to point out, Val Kilmer, awesome man. Even if he doesn't pay his taxes.
I agree. He's great.
I don't know, man. He was basically born to play Jim Morrison, though. He did that very well.
Yeah.
You could have said Top Gun was one of your favorite movies, and it would have been respectable.
Sure, that was one of the more popular movies of its time.
So you got to weigh it against that.
Yeah.
Goose.
Yeah. I can say Kevin Nash was in one of my favorite movies of all time.
Secret of the Ooze?
That was
going to
my
say John Wick.
That was my favorite movie when I was 8 or 9.
Or was it Magic Mike?
And then Grandma's Boy was another.
Grandma's Boy.
Again, another
I didn't
time.
know he was in Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's
Okay.
Boy was another time that I had a favorite movie that Kevin Nash was in. Currently, I think I don't have a favorite movie. I'm not sure. I would say maybe Man on the Moon.
That's a good one.
Which Kevin Nash is not in, but Jim Ross is in.
I think one of my favorites right now, the front runner, is because I go based on all right, what have I watched the most?
No Holds Barred.
It's probably.
I was going to say the thing I've watched the most is Inglorious Bastards. I think is one of the front runners right now.
Huh.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Prince Mora gave us a little super chat to say Val Kilmer in The Saint.
The Saint. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Bayer of Gaming said, that dude sounds sexually frustrated, LMAO. I can't. Talking about Lucas Werner. Feitan
frustrated
said,
is an understatement.
Yeah.
That's a very delicate way to put it.
Yeah. He sexually identifies as frustrated.
I think you would have said enraged would be the proper
engorged
term.
I would describe Lucas Werner as sexually furious.
Feitan said, hell yeah, Pepsi forever. Black Santa said, I know it's hard to believe Bob, Billy. He's always telling the truth, just like you. Interesting. Andrew Alt said, shocked that Trumpster Bob supported Trump and not Don Blankenship in 2020. Blankenship Bob has a good ring to it. Fact.
Can we get a I don't know if Trumpster Bob has any other socials, but can we get a train going of just start the truck, Trumpster Bob?
Yeah.
Start the truck.
I'll be right back.
Start the truck. Black Santa said, Scott, look at the screen, Scott. I know you used the N-word while taking a big dump last Tuesday. I know everything everyone has done on here, especially you, Billy. The only one here on the nice list is sweet boy Ben. Keep it up. What? That's obviously, I looked at the email address for that. That's Ben sending it under his own account.
Yeah, I think that was Ben donating to himself and saying I said the N-word at a time when I didn't, not the other time that I did.
Yeah, that's sick. Scott obviously throws racial slurs about other groups while pooping.
Yeah.
N-word is dinner time.
Yeah, I mainly take it to the Chinese in the bathroom. That's my style.
August got us that 4 honey. Thank you. Flame Lives gives that big love. Tristan McClemens, McCoy McClemens says, I'm getting a cockatiel soon. Found one for $20. I'm going to name him a Shy Guy. Yeah.
Hey,
then,
please don't message us all the time asking us to tell him that he's beautiful. Just have your bird and shut up.
Whoa. That catches us up on the super donos. Anybody who has a pet and wants the world to know their pet's beautiful, we'll let you know in the form of donations. Don't ever be discouraged. Just because Scott is jealous being what I assume in cat language is considered beautiful, but I don't know. I'm not a cat.
I have 3 cats. I can
maybe
find
work
out
on
what the language or what the translation is at some point.
What's the worst thing you ever got your penis stuck in, guys?
A girl.
Nailed it.
Got it.
Nailed it.
Did I win?
Yes.
I think you won.
Yes.
Won the prize.
Val Kilmer as Michael Keaton in the role of a lifetime.
Hold on, Val Kilmer is Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
No, Val Kilmer is the prize.
Is Michael Keaton is Batman.
In the role of a lifetime. So, guys,
hold on. Pause everything. Boobry,
Yeah.
Adjust the color settings on whatever you're watching this on. I'm assuming a Nokia phone from 1997. Blonde doesn't equal ginger.
Can
so maybe
Smarty
get
tell
your
Scoot,
shit together.
Jesus, man.
Jesus,
Hey,
man.
Scoot.
Hey.
Jesus, man. Da, 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 da.
There you go.
Fuck.
There you go. Scott's not a ginger. He's a strawberry blonde.
We need more of the high billies again. I miss those.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to all the high billies. Scott starred in WWE Superfilm, the main event, alongside former WWE champion Mike
Otis,
the Miz Mizanin.
Mizanin, Keith Lee, Mia Yim, who she and Keith Lee seem to just keep giving each other COVID and have both been off TV for like 3 months, which I don't really get, but I don't know.
Oof.
Isn't Mia Yim in isn't she involved with, what is it, Retribution? Isn't that what it is?
She is, but she hasn't been there forever.
Oh, okay.
All the gingers in everywhere are saying you are one of them, Scott. They're chanting in unison.
I'm sure,
One of
I know
us.
you would love
One
to have
of
me,
us.
but I refuse to be part of any group that would have me as a member.
Yeah, it's weird. All the fans that are addicted to getting blowjobs are chanting that I'm one of them, and I'm like, guys,
all right,
chill. It's not an addiction.
I think we're going to go over to Twitch. Anything you guys want to promote before we leave and go over there?
I do.
Okay.
So, in the time that I have been doing stuff, I have been working on music with my band, Light Sleeper, and we released our first track. It's on Spotify. If you look up Witch, it's spelled like the movie, 2 V's, Witch. We put that out recently, and it's I think our favorite song so far. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, SoundCloud, anywhere that like music is distributed, you can find it. So go check it out, stream it, enjoy. And that's it for me.
Yes.
Wait, send me some money at paypal.me/notscotthenson, or else I'm gonna start making threatening videos like Lucas Werner, and nobody needs that. And Twitter @notscotthenson, and listen to the Worst Year of Our Lives podcast. New episode came out today.
I just started listening to that show, by the way.
Did you?
Yes,
sweetheart.
What
did you start on?
The beginning, the very beginning.
Wait, okay.
In the beginning.
Well, in about 75 episodes, the audio quality gets better.
I know.
So get excited.
I figured, I'm like, all right, where is it going to pick up? Where is it going?
Yeah. By all means, listen to it all if you want. But also don't feel bad about starting at like the new season that started like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
All right. We are going over to Twitch, twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants, twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. Go there now. We are starting over there immediately.
Love your mom.
See you there.
Bye.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.